Hey guys, good evening. Guys, if you are able to see my screen, just type S in the chat box so that we can get started. Yeah, thanks for the confirmation. Let's continue with whatever we are left out with API testing using Postman from the previous sessions. Okay, the pending topics I'm going to cover today. Today also we are going to have a detailed session, maybe 2 hours or 3 hours, I don't know, but I'll do my level best in trying to complete whatever the topics I wanted to complete today. Okay, so with that note, let's get started. Okay. So where did we stop in the yesterday's session? Let's go to the drive. Only one topic was there, but along with that, I have some additional topics that I'm going to cover. So for today, a lot of information is there for me to share. So let's go with that. Let's go here. Sorry, let's go back. So here we have API testing notes, and in that, this is the topic. Okay. API test cases creation. This is one topic I'm going to cover today. And apart from that, these are the several topics I'm going to cover today. Okay. Environments, variable scope tests, using prerequisite scripts, chaining API requests in Postman console, data-driven testing, data variables, running API collections from command line, CI/CD run from Jenkins, API server, running SOAP APIs in Postman, visualize JSON response, generating random names using Faker library, and Postman Interceptor, GraphQL API testing from this one, similar to running SOAP API in Postman. Okay. So here this I have tried Postman. Then Postbot. What is this Postbot in Postman? And using Postman from Visual Studio Code Editor. These are the several topics I want to cover today. Clear? So these are the remaining list of topics I want to cover today. But I'll start with this API test cases first. So everyone type in the chat box API test cases. Everyone type in the chat box API test cases first. API test cases. So when I talk about API test cases, test cases, so we need to let me open the Postman tool. We need to test the APIs. Okay. We need to test the APIs in positive and negative ways. Yes or no? When I say testing APIs means, do you have to test the APIs using positive and negative cases? Yes or no? Is it possible? Is it possible to test the test cases in positive and negative ways? Yes, right? As we generally do testing of manual testing of UI using the UI of the application, we generally do, positive and negative. What is a positive test case in UI testing? Tell me, guys. Any example of the positive testing? And you should be ready for negative also. Not in API, generally, I'm saying. General functional. Don't worry about API, I'll cover that. Generally speaking, yes, valid and password for login functionality, correct, Rani. Okay. When you log in with a valid username and valid password, should be able to log in. That is a valid test case. What is an invalid for that login functionality? What is a invalid one? I mean, not invalid, a negative one. Instead of positive, what is a negative test case for login functionality? Invalid ID and password or blank ID and password, you know, giving valid username but invalid password, but giving invalid username valid password. Lot of stuff like that, right? Lot of stuff like that will come into negative test cases. So hope you everyone understood what are positive and negative test cases, guys. Similar thing we can do from the APIs also. Okay, here in APIs only the difference from the UI testing and API testing is, in API testing, do we have UI, user interface, or graphical user interface will be there? No, you already know that. After so many sessions on API testing, at this point of time, you are already clear that in API testing, we'll use this Postman tool, will not have user interface of an application, right? So that's what is the difference. But otherwise, whatever the testing we can do it from the positive and negative testing we can do from the UI interface of the application. The same thing we can do with the API things. Okay, so fine. So I'll delete this. I'll delete this, and before doing anything here, let me delete this. Delete this copy, and I will create a duplicate of this. Okay, I don't want to touch the original one. I want to create a duplicate. Okay, so that I can. I'll rename this. Okay, I'll rename this. practice API testing. Okay, using this project. I'll not touch the original one. So you understood, right? Yesterday only I covered why we have created duplicate copy here and why do we do that kind of stuff in real time, right? Fine. So here when I say API test cases, similar to UI testing, API test case also will be categorized into two categories. One is positive and other one is negative, right? One is positive testing will be there. Positive testing of APIs will be there. Then negative testing of APIs will be there. Negative test will be there, positive test will be there. Simple. Okay. Positive and negative testing will do in the API test case also. Fine. Next, let's go here, which to this particular image that I have created, guys. Okay. Where you'll get all the ideas of how to test the APIs in a positive and negative way. Okay. Using all these things that I'm covering in this session, you'll get a lot of ideas to create the test ideas. Okay. How to create the test ideas, you'll get an idea. Got it? So fine. First thing we can start with the protocol itself. Okay. For example, here go to the Postman tool and go to, let's say, users. Okay. So before that, here I created a server address case. Server address at the global level. At the global level, we have seen that already, right? We have seen that already, right? Here, just click on this and here. Okay. Here it is not there, right? So let me do one thing. I'll just copy this part. Okay. I'll just copy this part. This area I'll copy, complete area. And I'll go here and just in the global variables, I'll create a variable or update the variable with this value. This is a global variable. That means I can access everywhere. Okay. Global variable means I can access everywhere. Not only this collection, throughout the collections and I can access. Global means it's on the top. I'll explain more about the global environment, collection, all the other type of variables. Okay. Let me copy this first and, change it first like this. Okay. You already know what is the reason behind this, right? If tomorrow this changes, okay? If tomorrow this URL changes because of different environments or whatever it may be, we can do like this, okay? So copy this for now. So this one is done. I'll just put it here. Click on save. Then come here. Here also save. Already there. Login. Go to login here. Change this part and paste it and click on save. Then go to new request. Okay, so paste it and save. Oh, sorry, I just clicked on save. Save, I need to click. Save, I need to click. Then users, get users, list users. Just take this part and click on save. Single user. Okay, it's better to use HTTP and all those stuff if required. So if you don't want to give the entire part, what you can do, you can also do like this. Okay, if you want to give, you see here what we have done. There are multiple ways of doing this, guys. Okay, there are multiple ways of doing this. That is either you can put just give me a second. All variables. HTTPS also you can include or only this part you can include. Up to you. Okay. If you don't want to include this part, just keep it like this. And here, add it. Anything is fine. Or you want to put the entire thing as server address, then that is also fine. Okay. It's up to us, guys. How do you want to use it? And it's all up to us. Let me do one thing. Let me go with this for now because we have some testing pending, right? I'll go with this for now. I'll just go back here and, either you can change the entire thing, you can provide a server address, or you can provide part of that as a server address also, not a problem. Okay. If you give the entire part, you don't have to enter even HTTPS also here. Just come back here, go here, modify, save, go here, save, go here. Okay. Okay. Everything looks good, right? Yeah, save. Then come back here. Sorry. My laptop, which actually does like that. Okay. Save this. The next. save, save, and create user, save, corporate user, it's gone. Copy this, come back here, save, here also, come back here, nothing is there here. Something is missing, that's okay. We'll update it later. Come back here, just click on save. Okay, that's it. Now close all this stuff. So I'll do one more thing. I'll create one more copy here. I'll say duplicate. Okay. I'll just rename this as practice 2. That's okay. I'll first I'll do one thing. I'll just go to this practice 2, select that, click on variables and uh, uh, okay, fine. So here, what was that guys? API key. I'll select the API key. So for this entire collection, this API key, because I'll be using this, I'm using actually request.in, right? Request.in I'm using. So I'll just go to that website, request.in. Once I go to the request.in, get free API key, copy this throughout the entire collection. We'll not get that access errors once we add this key, as you already know from the previous sessions. I'm just getting the things ready, guys. Okay, I'm just getting the things ready. Once that part is done, just let's go to the users. Get users. Let's go to one of the things like get users. You already know, right? Just normally click on send. Is this a positive test case or negative test case? If I'm directly clicking on the send button, is that positive test case or negative test case? Tell me, guys. Whatever I have done just before you is positive or negative? Definitely it's going to be positive, right? Page is equal to 2. Okay, I'm giving that and we got some response. Proper response we got. This is a positive. Okay, when I do this is the exact thing that should happen. But what if I do some modifications here as part of negative testing and I'll modify a lot of stuff instead of putting HTTPS. First parameter here that have to work on these are the ideas, guys. Okay, to perform the API testing, you can use this kind of checklist or something, guys. Okay, you can keep this kind of mind map or checklist side by side. Anyhow, this is already there in my in our course, so you can take it from there. Okay, you can take it from there. So you can get the ideas, right? What you can do. First one is protocol the API is supporting. What is the protocol that API is supporting? I need to check. Okay. If HTTPS is there, when I click on this positive test case, when I change it to HTTP, click on send, what is happening? What is happening, guys? Is it working? With HTTP, is it working? With HTTP, is it working? Now, what you will do? If it is not working, you will go to the developer and talk to the developer like instead of HTTPS, I gave HTTP, but I got this. Is it correct or not? Right? I got 301 more permanently or some kind of thing came instead of the real one. So what we have to do in that case, we have to go and talk to the developer because this may be a defect, this may not be a defect. Okay, this may or may not be a defect. So you have to check with your developer. Okay, you have to check with your developer which HTTP is supported or not. Okay, if it is not supported, that's okay. You can ignore that. So and also in place of this HTTPS, you can give FTP or something, another protocol you give and click on send button, see what is happening. Even you cannot even send a request also. Okay, at least with HTTP you got some kind of error. Okay, when you gave this HTTP, at least you got 301 more permanently. Okay, let's maintain a chat GPT link here today. Just go to chat GPT and click on new chat and here. Okay, so in the Postman tool, while testing an API, if I give HTTP instead of HTTPS in the API request, request URL or endpoint. Okay. I am getting, what was the error we are getting? 301 moved permanently. 301 moved permanently. Okay. So redirection, usually from HTTP to HTTPS that they are redirecting. Okay. So here, did we get any response here? We didn't get any response. We didn't get any response here. We got this actually. So Postman will receive the 301 redirect, but it doesn't automatically follow redirects for all the methods, especially post, put, etc. depending on settings. To check or change this, go to settings under the general tab, automatically follow redirects. Okay, just go here, go to settings. Where are the settings? Okay, go to settings here, gear icon, settings, and here, what was that option, guys? We have seen that option some time back. Okay, redirects, request validation. Okay, 1 minute. Let me go there and check. Automatical for make sure that under general tab it is there. Under general, automatic automatically follow redirects. A. Automatically follow redirects. It is there here. Enable this. Let's see now. Let's me click on send and see what is happening this time. It is working. With HTTP it is working. Guys, is it working? Earlier we got 301, but now it is working. Okay, so we have to do that setting changes and then give the permissions to the postman. Then we have to see whether it is working fine or not. All these observations we have to give to the developers, guys. Okay, so HTTP need to get redirected to HTTPS. Okay, even though you are entering HTTPS, it should hit HTTPS. Is generally that act happens, guys. In real time, what happens is even though you type HTTP, it will get redirected to HTTPS, okay, internally. Okay, what is happening and all you need to find out with your developer. Talk more about these things with your developers. Okay, so again, change the setting back. So so that we'll come to know that redirection is happening or not here. 301 is coming means redirection is happening, some redirection. From where it is happening, what kind of redirection is happening? Maybe this HTTP is getting redirected to HTTPS. Okay, that is the reason. Fine. Next. Okay, so what if HTTP is getting redirected to HTTPS and as we are getting 301. Okay, status. Resource is now available permanently at this location only. Even though you are hitting HTTP, it's pointing to HTTPS only. Okay. Okay. So if you don't have the setting enabled, then you will see the notice. Otherwise, directly it will follow. Okay. Then, so fine. That's it. You can discuss with your developer, and this is generally maybe the things. Okay, that should happen. Actually, direct should happen basically. If not, you can go and check with your developer. Next thing, let's keep going. Okay, so you can try with different things and see what is happening with the help of protocol. What is happening? Then server address. Next thing is that you need to work on the server address. Top level domain. Top level domain in your server address or API request is .in. Here, if you can clearly see here, .in is there. Okay. So if you are testing each and everything separately, right, you can do one thing. You can say duplicate here and a duplicate copy will be created. Okay. A duplicate copy of list users copy is getting created. If you want, you can rename also while testing. Okay. You are checking with HTTP like that. You can create a lot of things. Fine. Then next one. Next one here is I want to work on this request.in. Instead of request.in, I want to give QA and see, click on send and see what is happening. What is happening, guys? Is it working? Is it working? Am I getting any response? If I change the top level domain from .in to .com or dot something, okay, if it is not working, that may be correct. Okay. If any developer will come to you and say that it should work, then it should work. Otherwise, it should not work. Okay. 404 not found. With .com, 404 not count is coming. Only it is working with .in, and see just record your observations of what is happening with .in, .com and all those stuff. Okay. With .in, it's working properly fine. With the .com and .qa, it is not working. That's the next thing. Okay. You have to modify the URL and see what is happening with that. Okay. Next. So these things you will check. Okay, modified server address is not correct, hence could not send the request or some kind of message should come. Then change server address name. Okay, this time address name. Actual in is request.in, right? Here retest.in. Okay, change it to retest.in. See, by now here you tried with QA, right? Try with QA and click on send, and then it's not working. Then create a duplicate copy of this. Create one more duplicate copy. Okay, here you try. Instead of request, give retest. Retest.in, click on send. See what is happening? Same thing should come. Could not send request should come. Then it is working fine. Next. Okay. Server address is not current, could not send the request or whatever it maybe should come. Then query parameters. What are query parameters? In this, do we have query parameter? Tell me, guys. In this kind of thing, do we have a query parameter? Tell me. Do we have a query parameter here? Yes, we have a query parameter. How many query parameters are there here? How many query parameters are there here in this example? Only one. After the question mark, your page is equal to is, which is nothing but the param. Okay. Query parameter in the URL will work like whatever the query parameter after the question mark it is coming. It may be one, it may be two or something. Your query parameter is there. Only one query parameter. You have to modify this value of this query parameter and work on this. See what is happening with that. Okay. So what are the different things that you can do here? Okay. Multiple query parameters. Okay. So test by modifying the values of the query parameter. So here instead of to give to first of all and see whether you are getting the response or not. You have to see. Okay, this will be given by the developer only. Okay, which query parameter and all will be given by developers only. Swati, is that clear? Developer will give you whether what query parameters need to be used. Okay, in the documentation, the developer will give you the list of query parameters that you need to add to the request. So if for example, the URL is given like this, for example, users is given like this. Okay, developer is giving the endpoint like this, and developer along with the endpoint, developer is also asking you to add the query parameters in the documentation. What you have to do? For example, page. Okay, in the documentation given by the developer, page is one of the query parameter to be added. You can add like this is equal to. Okay, automatically it will be added in the URL. Clear now? So is that clear? How you will get the query parameters? Okay, so you'll get from the developer documentation and all. Okay, so that you see it all depends on how the developer have developed this API request. Okay, some developers will put this information in the headers. Okay, a lot of stuff will be there. Okay, if this is it should not be visible in the URL, then developers will prefer to put the security things in the headers. A lot of things will happen. Okay, or they'll ask not headers actually in the body. They'll ask you to send them in the JSON body, not in the header URL in this API request. Okay, body and this one. Okay, so here when you add the parameters here in the Postman tool, automatically this will be added as a query parameter. You have to ask the developer. You see, that is the duty of the developer actually. If they forget to do that, the URL is not going to work right anyhow. Okay. If there have to be some query parameters, if the developer has not given in the documentation, you will get stuck, right? While working. Okay. So developers will give you everything. If they don't give, it's their mistake. Okay, it's their mistake. They are giving partial information that you cannot do. Use it for testing purpose. Okay, that you cannot use for testing purpose. You need to get back to this part won't work, right? This part won't work. For example, whatever that you need to happen, that will not work. Somehow some discussions will happen between you and the developer, and developer will update the documentation and give you the query parameters. Okay, without query parameters you cannot work on that. Okay, so it's not like every API request will have a query parameter. Some API requests will have query parameter, some doesn't have. It depends on the situations. Okay, don't expect every API request will have a query parameter. Okay, So if for that particular API request query parameters are required, developer's duty is to give the query parameters for the testing team so that the testing team can create this, can utilize this query parameters. Okay, fine. Params are query parameters. Now here, let's work on this query parameter and modify the stuff, and normal positive test case is working fine with the help of query parameters. What if I give 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 like this and click on send button? Is it working? Is it working, guys? Even though instead of 2, if I am giving zeros, these zeros are getting ignored, right? So that should be the expected case. Okay, that should be the one of the expected case. Okay, so here you see, should be trimmed. It got trimmed and we are getting the response. Characters in place of 2. You can also try this. In place of 2, you give something like, invalid values like A, B, C or something. Click on send. See what is happening. Okay. Is it working now? When I give ABC, what is happening? If I give 2, what is happening? From the page 2, I'm getting the list of users. From the page 2, I'm getting the list of users. Instead of this 2, if I give ABC, from which page I'm getting? From which page I'm getting? From the default page, page 1 I'm getting. It's not able to understand which page. That's the reason it went to the default page. So is this correct or not, or it should give you a proper thing or not? You have to discuss with the developer, okay? You have to discuss with the developer whether this is right or not, okay? I'm getting some response. Here page 1 is coming, but I am asking for ABC, which is not there. In that case, will it defaultly give page 1 or it should give some other things, okay? It all depends on the developer, how they want to handle it, okay? So everything cannot be a defect in API testing, guys. You have to talk to the developers, okay, with your observations. But you need to get the ideas here and perform the test. Space before 2. What if I give space here before the 2? Okay, these are all the ideas, guys. Okay, all these are the test ideas. Click on send. I'm getting the page 2. Yes, page 2 details are coming. Page 2 details are coming. So it's working fine. Not a problem. The space is getting trimmed. Next. 2.2, what you should not consider dot. Okay, see whether it happens or not. You can try 2.2 also here. Instead of 2, you can give 2.2 and see whether decimal number is zero point 0.2 is getting ignored or not. Page 2 is coming, still it's working fine. Okay, all these observations you have to give to the developer and say that all these things are working. Are you intentionally done that or not? Okay, alphanumeric, what if I give 2 ABC? Only 2 should be considered, remaining ABC should not consider. Is that happening? Let's try that out. ABC. Yeah, still working. Working fine. No problem. Next. What if I give like that many kind of inputs you can do, you can like the kind of ideas you'll get from the UI testing, you can do all the ideas in this API testing also. You can try this, guys. Hashtag to hashtag what is happening, to double forward slash what is happening, to backward forward slash what is happening, double forward slash to double forward slash what is happening. Here give 23. Okay, so here if I give some number like 99 or 23, whatever it may be. What I'm getting, page 99. Some records are there. You see, no users are there, but some data is empty here. For page 99, data is empty. What about 125, 123 or something? Same. You see, no data is coming. Then let's say 10. Instead of 2, if I'm giving 10, page 10, data is not there. But if I give 5 here, not coming. 3 here, still not coming. 1 here, 1 is coming. Okay, list of users in the page 1 are coming. If I give 2, 2 is also coming. But if I give 3, from 3 onwards, no data is available. Okay, so like this you have to see, like you have to give the some cases where the data is not there and what is happening, non-existing users and or whatever it may be. Okay, test by giving invalid query parameters. Okay, so here we can go with this single user thing, and in single user thing, pages are only 2 pages are there, but in single user, if I click on this send, this API request will give you only one record of that single user. But what if I give 1 here? First user will come. ID 1 user is coming. Then what if I give, let's say 15? Any user details are coming. You see, empty braces are coming. That's all we have to perform testing. Okay. So then test by giving invalid query parameter name. What if you give some invalid query parameter name? Okay. So here, if you go to the previous one and try to give something instead of page, you give test and say click on send. What is happening? 301 moved permanently is coming. Okay, sorry, for HTTPS I have to give, click on send. Okay, I'm getting the first record. Okay, is that correct or not? We have to cross check. Okay, if it's not able to understand this parameter, it's giving you the first page. So whether that is right or not, defaultly they are displaying the things. It all depends on developer. Okay, and you need to discuss with all the people and then decide whether it is a defect or not. Okay, should get error. If not, it is a defect. Okay, if you give invalid query parameter, you should get a defect. Test instead of page, page instead of page. Okay, like this. Okay, like here page is equal to, then only it should work fine. If you give any other thing, we should get an error. If an error is not coming, then you have to try this. But if I give double quotes surrounding this page, what is happening? Click on send. Okay, page one is only coming. Okay, it's not considering page two. Okay, we have to give in a proper format. Is it taking in a proper format or not? If I'm not giving in a proper format or wrong name for the parameter, what is happening? Your observations you have to record. Proper errors are coming or not, you have to see. If not, you have to report the defects, or you have to report everything in a single observation and then inform the developer that this kind of stuff is happening. So now the next thing after the query parameter, you can have multiple query parameters also, guys. Sometimes you'll have multiple query parameters. I don't know whether I have a kind of thing where I can show you. There can be multiple parameters with me. Okay, I don't have an example, I think so. Don't have an example where multiple parameters are there in this thing. So here you can have any number of parameters, guys. Here, how many parameters are there? Query parameters, only one. Okay, what if, let's say, I'll give one more parameter. Let's say user one. Okay. So here, how many query parameters are there now? If I add params here, how many query parameters are coming? This is an invalid one. I know, I'm intentionally adding that. So here user one is another query parameter. Okay. So separated by ampersand symbol. Okay. Query parameters will be, the URL will be separated by ampersand symbol. If I click on send, what is happening? I give multiple params, page two, and remaining is getting ignored. Okay. Is that correct or not? I don't know. Okay. It should give me an invalid message saying that user one doesn't exist or something. Okay. But how they are handling, developers are handling, we have to find out with the developers. Even though multiple invalid parameters given also, it may be working fine. Okay, so that's okay. Next, I cannot say whether it is a defect or not anytime. Okay, because it all depends on your circumstances. Strict rules are following or liberal rules are following. According to the project, you have to think. Okay, there's no straightforward answer for this is expected, this is not expected. Okay, you should have discussions about all these ideas with your developers and then come to a conclusion whether there is a defect or not, or you can send some email to them and get their confirmation. Then you can report the defects or not. Okay, so all these things you have to do, guys. Okay. Then you can work on the endpoints, guys. Then you can work on the endpoint. Endpoint in the sense, this entire API, this part, okay? This part of the endpoint, okay? This slash API kind of stuff is there, right? So till here, this is a tail URL. Otherwise, it is a tail URL, okay? Here I mentioned that as an endpoint, but it is a tail URL, right? You already know that, okay? Endpoint is nothing but the complete API request. In that API request, if you remove the base URL, that will become the tail URL. Okay. So this path of the tail URL. Okay. Path of the tail URL. Yeah, I'm just talking about here. You can modify that instead of API users. You can change it to some other thing. Here you see. Here what is there? API users is there. I'll change it to capital letters and see whether it is working fine or not. Okay. Only that part I'm changing. Here capital letter should be case instance Q only. It should still work. Okay. Whether I give capital API or lowercase API, it should work. What if I give complete different name here? I'll give test or something. Click on send. What is happening? I'm getting 404 not found. Okay. So that's fine. Okay. So error should come. 404 not found or whatever the error should come. If I give some space here, you see everything matters here. Okay. So here correct one is API, lowercase API or uppercase API. If I give some space here, then same error is coming. Okay. You should not give the spaces. Send. Then it is working. Fine. Next. All these are the ideas, guys. Okay. I have got some ideas. You may get some different ideas. Okay. These are some ideas I got. These ideas you can use for positive and negative testing. Okay. Then we have something known as status code. Expected status code as per the documentation is displayed or not. What is the expected status code as per the documentation? 200 okay only, right? Is it coming? Yes, it is coming. If you go to the request.in, you go to the website that is request.in and go here and check this list user. This is the one, right? What is the expected response here? The documentation given by the developers, what is the expected response? 200. Okay, 200 is the expected response. So am I getting 200? Okay, yes. Then test will be passed. Next, what is the next one? For what different stuff, what are the things that should come? Expected thing that developer will give you that expected things also. You can also question the developer if in case they are giving the wrong ones. Okay, for different type of methods, use different type of methods, different type of responses may come. Okay, so for that kind of things, you have to discuss with your developer and decide that. Okay, some developers will liberally may not use the things response status codes ideally, so you have to inform them. That's your duty. It may not be a defect thing because things will not happen in ideal every time, so you should be aware of that. Okay, then request body, you have to work on the request body, guys. Then so if you go to one of the API requests that is register successful or something. Okay, if you go to the body here, this is a request body. You have to modify the data here, and you can also go with this login, guys. Okay, login successful is there, na? In the login also body is there. This is a valid case, right? This is a valid case. Login with valid email address, valid password. Login with valid email address, valid password. What if I give some invalid? If I don't give the email, what will happen? One invalid case, I'll check. Click on send. Then missing email or username is coming. Okay. What if I don't give the password, what is happening? Both email and password I am not giving. Click on send. Missing email or username. But if I give the email, if I give the email and don't give the password, if I don't give the password, what is happening? You have to check all this stuff. Okay. Missing password is coming. Okay. Respective things are happening or not, you have to check. You see, change password to test. What if I want to change the password to test and say click on send? Missing password should come. Okay. It's expecting the password from this thing, JSON. Then the next one, give random password value. Here, go back and give some random password value. Click on send. What is happening? Token is getting created. Is it correct? We don't know. Okay. You see, we are able to log in with some credentials, whether that is right or not, we have to think. Okay. So if the user details are correct only, they should be valid. Okay. If they are not correct, I'll give something, some invalid username, invalid password, click on the send button, even though that account is not there. User not found is coming right now. Okay, that's fine. But password also should come, right? Invalid password. So you have to check all these cases, guys, and see what is happening. Okay, any password is accepted or something, random password value. If any password is accepted, what you have to do? Because it is login, right? You should not accept. Okay, you can report the defect. Email instead of email, what is happening without so what if you give something like instead of email, you give email. Okay. Is it case sensitive or not? Email, missing email or username is coming. You have to give the email in email only. You cannot give in capital case, or you can give instead of email, you can give username also. You can see the response and understand that in place of the email, you can also pass a username. So here, go back. I'll give the proper details. Let's run this and see whether email is working. Yes. In place of the email, I'll give username because from the response I got to know that you can also pass the username and see whether, yeah, username is also passed. Working. Token is coming means everything is working fine. Then next, mandatory and non-mandatory fields. Okay. So what if I don't pass the username, only password I'll pass. If both are mandatory. Okay. Missing is coming. Okay. Should come. If I don't pass the password, only username I'll pass. Missing password is coming. So it's working fine. The next one, it is a dummy thing, right? So few things will work, guys. Don't take it seriously. This is a dummy example only. So things may not work properly. Okay. In real time, you have to think differently. Okay. Okay. Then unique email, or what if I don't give this body itself? Click on send. What is happening? The same message is coming. Again, if you put back, should not come. Okay. Fine. This is a general negative testing we can do, guys. Unique email or not. Real application, it will be validated post registration every time it's creating a new ID or not. For registration, these are the things, okay? Not for login. If not accepted, will duplicate message okay. If you're trying to register with the same details, they are saying register successful. And here I'm giving this details to register. This is the email address. Click on send. With this account, an account should be created. ID 4 got created. Again, if I click on the send, Should it create another account with the same email address? No. Okay, you should not create the same. You should get a message that duplicate account or something we should get. If we are able to create the account, then we are bad. Okay, like that. Few checks according to your testing category you have to see. So everyone clear how to generate the ideas? These are few examples like how to create generate the ideas for testing the APIs. For every request you have to for every request you have to modify this protocol and check top level domain, the name, domain name, okay, this tail URL path. These methods also you have to change and check that, and body related stuff you have to modify and change, and params also you have to work. Many other stuff you have to modify whatever that is possible in the request area and perform the testing from end to end to see whether the positive and negative test cases are properly working or not. If any deviations you see, just go and discuss with your developers or report the defects accordingly, according to the process followed by your company. Clear everyone how to perform API testing? Okay, so this image is there here. You can take it from here. Okay, fine. Next one, if you're good with that, let's go with the additional topics. Okay, so we are done with API testing, but whatever I'm going to cover here comes under the additional topics. Okay, so now you're good with API testing already. With these additional topics, your knowledge level will go to the next level. Okay, fine. So with whatever the knowledge I have given you from the last sessions on the API testing, these topics will help you out to go to the next level. Fine. Fine. The first thing is, in the additional topics, the first thing is about the environments. Okay, so in real time, what happens, guys, you will have only one environment or multiple environments will have when you do UI testing also. Will there be only one environment or multiple environments? Tell me, guys, only one environment will be there or multiple? Multiple will be there. In when testing environments also will be multiple sometimes, right? QA1, QA2 will be there. Staging after testing is done, then staging will be there. Okay. In this staging also we have to go and test. Then before production, some environment will be the pre-production and production environments will be there. And mostly for testing, they'll not give production environment, but we have to test on the real application. Okay. So mostly we'll get the environment still here. QA, staging, and pre-production environments you will generally get. So for every environment, you'll have the same URL, same API request will be there. This tail URL will be same. This protocol may be same, but what may differ? What will differ, guys, in these different environments? Different environments, what will differ here? Tell me, what may differ in real time? Domain name, right? This part will differ. This part may differ, right? It may not be same. Whatever this is there in the QA environment, it will be like this. For example, QA dot or QA dot one dot. It may be something like this, right? It may be anything. The things may change. Yes or no? This is what we called as an environment, right? This is what we called as environments. Same happens with your application URL also, right? Not every time you will have the same application URL. You may have different application URLs in real time. Okay. So this is what is the thing you have to understand. Okay. Environments. Test.example.com or test2, test3. Okay. Then staging1, staging2.example.com. Okay. Preprod dot example.com. They'll give like that. And from looking at the application URL, you can tell that which type of your environment is there, and you'll have multiple your environments, okay? URLs or environments at your real time when you are performing testing. Same thing happens this also. Same things happens with this also, okay? So in that kind of situations, what we have to do? For now, it is for testing purpose, let's say request.in is there for testing purpose. Assume that request.in is there for testing purpose, okay? Request.in is there for testing purpose. So now, how to modify these environments? How to modify these environments? So here, there is something known as environments. Create environment. Do you have this option in Postman tool? To work with that, every environment we may have a different thing, right? To work on different environments, we have something known as create environments here. Okay, I'll show you how to set this environment variables and all those stuff. Okay, first I need to create an environment, create new environment. So I'll just just name this as QA environment. I'll just name this as request. Sorry, this environment as QA. Okay, QA environment, and here variable name, I'll give that as server address. Server address. Okay, server address as a variable name, and in this, I'll give this request dot in. Here, regress dot in. I'll just write like, okay, fine. Now save this. I want to create few more environments here. There is a plus symbol. What is this request? Okay, sorry. Just go here and click on plus symbol in the environments. And I want to create one more environment here. That is staging one. Staging one. Or I'll simply create staging. I'll just call it as staging for now. Here, again, server address will be there. Server address will be there. And here I'll give that as, uh, you know, staging, right? Staging request dot in. Okay. Stage request dot in, something I'll give. Okay. So then save it. Initial and current I give. Then I'll create this is staging. Click on environments here. Click on plus symbol and add one more environment. Let's say pre-production environment before production, before going to hitting the production. That is live. This pre-prod will be there. Pre-prod environment I'm creating. Again, the same server address. The variable name is same, you see. But variable value is different for different environments. Yes or no? Are you observing that? Are you observing the difference, guys? Are you observing the difference? This part is changing. The name is same. Variable is same. Okay. This variable where I'm going to use, I'll go to one of the API request and here in place of this, I'll put curly braces like this, opening and two opening curly brace, two ending curly brace. In between that, I'll paste it. Now, in which environment I am, there I have to perform testing. Right? So let's see in which environment I am. At this point of time, in which environment I am here. It is visible, right? So let me do one thing. This is the one, right? Let's close all the other stuff which are not required. Let me close all this stuff. Okay, let's go to that item. Where was that, guys? Where did I use that? Did I save that or not? Okay, fine. I'll give it here otherwise. Restart. Okay. I'll just give server address here. Okay, which is a variable, environment variables. Okay. But this environment variable, this variable has different values for different environments. Okay. You remember that. Now, currently I'm in pre-pod. If I click on send button, what is happening? Is it working? Is it working? It's not working because prod request dot in it's happening, so it not send the server. It's not there. If it is there, it would have got it. What if I change the environment to QA? Will it work? Here request dot in will come. Click on send. This time request dot will come. It is working. Again, if I change the environment to staging, stage request dot in will be given in place of server address, and when you click on that, it will not work. Okay, it will not work. Got it, guys? Clear? Clear, guys? According to which environment you are, that variable it is considering. Okay, that environment, that variable it is considering. Okay, that variable it is considering here. So every time you have to perform testing on different environments, do you have to change the URL here? With this kind of feature, do you have to change the URL here every time I change the environment here? No, right? For different environments, different URLs will be there that have captured in the form of server address in this different environments. Okay. So this is the advantage of the environments, guys. Everyone clear? What is the advantage of the environments is clear for you? In real time, you have to deal with multiple environments. So you don't have to change the URL. You have to use this feature. Okay. For now, I'll be testing in the QA environment where request.in will be there. Okay. In place of the server address. Okay. So be aware of that. So clear? Everyone clear with this topic? Environments topic. If you are clear, just type C in the chat box. If you are clear, guys, type C in the chat box so that I can know that you are able to understand this topic, environments topic. Great. Okay. Fine. Next thing we'll go with something known as a variable scope. Variable scope. Everyone type in the chat box variable scope. Okay. The next topic that I'm going to cover here for you is variable scope. Scope of variables. Till now I have created some variable, right? In this particular environments, for different environments, I created different variables, right? I go here and see that. Okay. Server address. These were the variables I have given for different environments. For QA, that was a variable. If I go to pre-prod, you see here for pre-prod, server address is some other value is there. Okay, this is a variable. For different environments, the variables will have different values. Can have different values. If I go to the staging here, if I click on this, you see server address is stage request. Okay, if I go with the QA, if I click on this, the server address variable is this is a variable, right? The server address is nothing but the variable. Is server address the variable in this example? Whatever the variable I'm using here is a variable or not? It's a variable. Okay, it's a variable. But here, how many types of variables you can see at a high level here? Environment is there, collection is there, global is there, some other is there, right? Different type of variables are there. Can you see that? Here, there are different type of variables. Environment, collection, global. Okay, environment, collection, global. Okay, then you can clearly see in the Postman there are different type of variables, that is environment, collection, and global. Uh, just delete this. Data is another one. Okay. There is one more thing known as data that I'll cover here. Okay. Somewhere here. Data variables I'll cover later when the time comes. Okay. This I'll not cover right now. For now, how many variables are there? Global, collection, and environment variables are there. Okay. Global, collection, and environment. What do you think about the global variables? What do you think about the global variables? Global means the global. If the environment doesn't have a variable. Okay, for example, this QA environment, right? I'll just remove this, okay? Delete this. Delete this. And, okay, can I remove this? Yes, global means across. Okay, it may be environment, it may be collection, okay? It will be across. That is global variable. Okay, so this is a global variable. Okay, if I put one particular thing and server address is asking me a value, but how to modify this? I need to edit these variables, guys. Okay. A lot of features are there here. That's okay. But here, click on that, and then you can delete it. Okay. If you don't want, you can delete it, or you can delete all this. Okay. So I'll do one thing. I'll just clear up all this stuff. In pre-pod, what is there? Uh, this one is there. This is a global. Okay. If pre-pod doesn't have, it will use a global one. Okay. So like that. Let's go here. Just go here and see. No global variable is there. Pre-pod. Click on that. Server address is request.in. Okay, global variables. I'll just delete this. First of all, I'll delete all these things, guys. Okay. So environments, let me delete this. Click on save. Let's go here. Yes, vault, not vault. Let's go here. Global variables. Global, save. It's gone. Okay. Now it's gone. In pre-pod, we don't have anything. In QA, we don't have anything. In staging, we have this as a staging, right? I'll go here into the staging and delete this one also. At this moment of time, I don't have anything. I want to start everything from scratch. If no particular global variable, if not, okay, individual variable is not there in this environment, then what I will do, I'll create a global variable here. Okay, I'll create a global variable like server address, and here I'll give request dot in only. Okay, if all the environments same your okay same I'm using, what is happening, let's see. Okay, so I can create some kind of global variables. Click on save. The global variable means across all the environments, across all the collections, you can use it. Okay, here these collections, how many collections are there here? How many collections are there here, guys? Tell me. How many collections are there? Three collections are there. How many environments are there here? How many environments are there here? Three are there, right? There are three here. There are three collections are there, three environments are there, but global What is all about the global, guys? Global means you can use it across any collection, any environment. Okay, that's what is global means. That's what global means. So go here and see if you have this server address and see whether it is working fine or not. So here, if I give global variable, here a particular staging wise server address is not there. So from where the server address will come? From where the server address will come? When I hover the mouse, where it is fetching from? Can you clearly see where it is getting from? Regress.in from global. Can you see that? Local is not there. It will fetch from the global. Click on send. It is work fine. Okay. Now if I go to the staging, if I go to the staging thing and here click on that, in that, so this is staging part. In that, I'll create an environment variable for staging. Okay. This is for staging, right? Okay. Server address is, test.in. Test.in is for this thing and click on, okay, that's it. Close this and now go here and hold the mouse. What is coming here? Request.in is coming or testing.in is coming? Which one is coming? Server address is coming as test.in. That is this environment specific one. If I change it to QA, in QA we don't have any environment variable. I can set it here, okay? Set it here and then simply say QA.in, okay? Let's assume. Now in this case over the mouse, if I am in the QA environment, QA.in will come. If I am in the staging, over the mouse, testing dot will come. If I am in some pre-prod, the global pre-prod I didn't set any environment, so it will take the global over the mouse. Test what is happening in the pre-prod data set or staging. Over the mouse, test dot in. Just give me a second. Pre-prod environments. Okay, global I have set. Okay, here regress.in is a global, let's say. And in the pre-prod, we don't have environment, so it will take you the request.in. In staging, what is there? In staging, do we have environment? No. Here also request.in will be taken. In QA, have given QA.in as a local one. Here it will take QA.in in place of request. If it doesn't have the environment variable, then it will go with the global variable. That's how the things will work. Okay. So here click on this for global variables navigation, click on this and here globals will be there. Click on that globals and you'll get this global thing. Okay, now you can add this or modify the stuff. Clear? Clear, Swati? How to navigate to the global variables is clear. This option you have to select. This UI will keep changing guys, okay? This may not be, okay? You have to see on this and this will give you all the variables and you can set this and if you have any environment variables, if you don't want, click on the environment, you go to the environments and you can delete this if you don't want, okay? Then save it and click on this and change the environment here from okay, in staging and see if any, environment is there. No, nothing is there, okay? What about in pre-prod? Do we have anything in pre-prod as environment? No, no variable is there in this. So it will take, simply it will take you the whatever the environment, it will take request.in. Otherwise, if okay, so yeah, it will take the global variable. Fine. Clear with the global variables and environment variables. These two I covered naturally, right? Global and environment I covered. Then we also have collection. That means only for that particular collection. For example, here, if I go here, in this environment, how many collections are there? Whatever the things you take, there are 3 collections here. But global will work for every collection. Global will work for, first of all, global will work for every collection. Okay, select one collection here and see. Let's close all this stuff. Close all this stuff and take one thing and here, this particular collection I'll take. And for this collection, variable is there. You can also set from here, okay? You can also set the environment variable from here or you can go here and set it. Anything is fine. And here I'll say server address. Server address. I'll say 2.2.in I'll say. Okay, it will also be copied and click on save. That's it. Now, if I click on this register successful where the server address is there, what is coming is 2.in is coming. If I go to another one, another collection, if I go, what is coming? Request.in is coming. Only for this collection, that is coming. You can also change it for collection. If there is nothing for the collection related variable is not there, it will take from the global. Got it? Clear everyone? You can have specific variable for collections also. Okay, so I'll go here and delete this collection related variable. You can easily find, guys, navigations, you can clearly find it out. Okay, it's not a big deal. Okay, once you get comfortable with this Postman tool, right, you will understand how to go from here and there and all the stuff. Okay, fine then. So here I also covered you the global, collection and environment. Clear with the variable scope? Everyone clear with the variable scope, environments, collections, all this stuff? Okay. Any questions here in the variable scope? Let's say you have a global variable, you have an environment variable, and collection specific variables are there. Which one will be considered? Three are there. Which one will be considered? Collection variable is there. Same variable. Collection is there, global is there, environment is there. Which one will be considered? Definitely collection will be considered. If collection is not there, environment is not there, then global will be considered. If global is there, environment is there, collection is not there, then if global is there, environment is there, collection is not there, then environment will be considered. Clear about how the scope will be there? Global is everywhere. Collection only in that collection. Environment only in that environment. Multiple collections can be part of the environment. In all the collections of the environment, it will be given the preference. But collection means only that collection only it will be there. Okay. So this scope of the collection variable will be up to collection only. Scope of the environment will be for all the collections in the environment, it will be scope. For global means for all the environments and all the collections under these environments, global will come. Okay. Hope you are able to understand the variable scope in global variables, collection variables, and environment variables. Is this clear, guys? Is this topic clear for you? Is this topic clear for you? Data is pending. I'll cover that later. Don't worry. Okay. I'll be covering this here. Data variables topic is explicitly explained here. I'll come to that later. Guys, if it is clear, just type C in the chat box so that I can go with the next topic. Everyone type C in the chat box if it is clear for you what is the variable scope and all those stuff. Then we can go with the next topic. Can we use this variables in the script? Yes, we can use. Yes, we can use in the script. I didn't cover the script, right, Chetan? Don't ask me the questions related to script, but once I cover the script, I'll explain that. Okay? Yes, we can use. The answer is yes, but at this point of time, I'll not explain that. Okay? Fine. Next is the tests, validations. Someone is asking about validations, right? Tests are all about validations. Okay? You can have your validations. You can pass the test, fail the test like that. Okay? How to do the validations? How to do the validations? I'm going to cover here. Tests or validations. Okay. Everyone type in the chat box tests. Next topic is tests. Next topic is tests. In the Postman, we have this test kind of facility where we can write the tests. Okay. Can do some tests. Validations we can do for each and every thing. So how to do the tests? Go here. Okay. Go here to list users and normally click on send. Okay. Under the test results, are you getting any results here? In the response under the test results, are you getting any results? Okay. Under test results, will not have any results, right? Yeah. Fine. So next thing here is under the test, there are no results. How to get the results here? For that, to add the tests, for this, we have to go to scripts. Okay, where we have to go? For this particular thing, we have to go to the scripts. Under the script, we have something known as post response. Okay, under the scripts of this API request header, under the scripts, okay, under this, we have the body, params, authorization, and along with that, we have something known as scripts. Under the scripts, we have something known as post response. The post response, you can here write what? What language we have to use for write this scripts? As part of performing the test, I need to write the test in which language? I need to write the test in which language? JavaScript. You can clearly see, right? JavaScript is need to be used. Okay, JavaScript we have to use. Okay. So here, if I am very good with how to write the JavaScript code and all, then I can directly write here, or I can take the help of these snippets. There's some option known as snippets, right? There are some template kind of snippets are there. Click on this snippets, and you see if you want to check whether this particular request is giving response as 200 okay or some other. Okay, you can go with this templates. A lot of things are there. You see, creating local variable also is there. Okay, status code, response body contains some string. How to verify that? Something should come in the response body. I can verify with this. Okay, so JSON value check. I want to do response body equal to a string or not. Headers. In the response header, I am getting a particular header with this value or not. Okay, how much time this API request is taking. Okay, all these things you can try yourself, guys. Okay, so I'll go with this simple one for now. Here, how it is starting, guys? How it is starting? PM dot test. PM dot test. How the test is getting created? PM dot test, and here name of the test. Okay, checking per proper status code. Okay, proper status code is coming or not, I are checking. There is a function. A function will be called here as part of this pm.test. Okay, JavaScript function is getting called. When the function is getting called, what will happen? pm.postman. PM means postman, guys. Okay, what is short form of the PM? So here there is some collaboration between the postman and JavaScript. Okay, so you have to enable this JavaScript means you have to start with PM. PM means postman dot response. The response of the postman tool dot to. Okay, dot to dot have dot status. Referring to this, how they are referring to this 200 okay? In the response, 200 okay is coming in the response, right? In the response, show dot have dot status. Which status should come? 200. If you are expecting some other status, you have to give the status number. Since I'm expecting 200 here, I'll just keep 200 only. Now click on send. The moment I click on send, okay, generally I'll get the same response body. Along with that, if I go to the test results, earlier I was getting this test result, guys. Earlier, was I getting this particular validation result? No, right? Now I am getting this. Okay. This is how it happens. Clear? Like that, you can try many things. You can take the help of ChatGPT and create a lot of scripts here according to your needs and expectations. You can do that. Okay. You can try all the snippets once. Okay. To become kind of good with how to use all this stuff. Okay. At a high level, I explain you what is PM means postman. Response in the postman. 2.have.status for referring to the status. 2.have.status they are checking. Okay. Like that, many things. When you try all the snippets, right, you'll understand how to create all this stuff. If you're not good with that, you can use ChatGPT or something and get the things done. Okay. So here, validation results are coming here, whether the validations are getting passed or not, tests are getting passed or not. Okay. Fine. This is how we can do the tests. You have to go to the scripts. Here we have to go to the scripts in the header. Then post response. Post response. Under that, you need to add the snippets. Go to the snippets and use the templates. And you can add the scripts at different levels, guys. Okay. For example, I want to do this particular check with the 200 okay is coming at the folder level. Okay. In this folder, all the get are there, right? All this get mostly they will give you 200 okay. Okay. 200 okay, or maybe they will give you some other stuff. Okay. Depending on the situation. Okay. If you go to the request.in, you can understand. Okay. These also get 200. These also get here 404. Okay, if you have individual, you can use that. Okay, most of the global get should have what? By default, they should have 200. Okay, should come generally. If not, you have to change in the script level. Okay, so here I don't want to put this at the script level. I'll cut it from here. Okay, it is a general 200. Okay, will be for most of the get commands. It will be there, right? So I'll go to this folder, either folder or this collection. You can go anywhere. Okay, click on this three dots. Okay, or click on this folder and you'll get the scripts option here in that post request and paste it. Now guys, what will happen? This script is only for this one API request or all the multiple API requests here. Under this folder, whatever the API requests are there, for all these things, global level, you are verifying this, okay? Right? I don't have to mention this for each and everything. Okay, in that case, I can do this, save this and go here. So even though this individual API level, the script is not there, is the test coming or not? Let's see. Okay, I'll run this and see. I got a response. I'll go to the test. Is test coming? Is the test coming, guys? Still coming, even though it's not at the API level, it's at the folder level. If I go to the next one, here, send Test result here also passed. Okay, so let's go to single user here and click on send and see. Here also test result is being verified. User not found. Okay, so here send. Here test result 4 not found. It's not matching with 200, so it's failing. So for this, the required script may be something different. Okay, so here local level you can modify that. The preference will be given for the folder level or API level now. If I change it to 404 here, for this particular thing, 404 should be there, but remaining all 200 should be there. I'm changing this to expect it as 404. Then what will happen? Which one will be given preference? Folder level script will be given preference or API level? API level will be given preference. Click on send. This time it's getting passed. Okay, let's go here. If you don't have the individual API level, it will take it from the folder level or collection level. For collection also you can do, guys. Okay, go to the collection. Here script is there. Here you can add it the collection. For the entire thing, if you want to give 200, okay, you can do that. If you want to modify at the API level or folder level, you can modify any of the things. So first preference will be given to the API level. If that is not there, it will take from the folder level. If it is not there, collection level it will take. Clear? Clear everyone? How it will take from the collection level, API level, folder level and API request level. Okay, that's what you have to understand. So this is how we can do the validations. You can try all the validations using the snippets and all. Then yeah, so far so good, right? Environments, variable scope and tests. Everyone clear so far? I think I got a question somewhere. In API test cases, variable scope mentioned or not? I don't think it will be mentioned. In API test cases, variable scope according to the environments you need to say. Yeah, you know the environments, right? You need to update like that, okay? So generally in test case will not mention that, okay? In test case will not mention the. Just imagine about the UI test. The same thing will happen, right? Who will put each and every URL, okay? Right? We'll change that as a documentation level and use it, right? Okay. Same thing here also. You can use your common sense and use it, okay? Is that clear, Ramu? Few things will be common sense only, so we don't have to put everything inside the test case document or test level, okay? So it's okay. Fine. Using pre-request scripts. Using pre-request scripts. Here, whatever the script we have written so far is a post or pre. What we tried so far. Pre we have tried or post we have tried till now. Post we have tried. Now pre means what? Before you run the test. Okay, or some data you want to generate for the test. Then we have to go with the pre. Yes or no? After you run the test, as per the response validations, you are going for post. But before you run the test, if some code you want to run for running the test, then pre. The code you have to run after running the test in the response, based on the response, you want to run some code, then post. But before running the test or API request, you want to supply some data to the API request or something using the pre-request code or something, such kind of things. We have to go for pre-request, okay? Before execution of the test, this will work. This will run before the execution of the test, and using this code that is running before the execution of the API request or test or API request, otherwise API request you can say, okay? You see the names are given, right? Request related code, okay? Pre-request means request related code, okay? Before you run the request, this code will be used. Post response means whatever the details we are getting in the response, the script will run according to that response. After the response is coming, then post response, this code will run. That is post response. The names are properly given, right? You can clearly understand they are self-explanatory. Okay, let's go with the something known as restart successful. Let's go with the restart successful. You know the body, right? You know the body, right? Here emails are coming. That's okay. So any other things are there? I have to check. I think I need to take this example from somewhere. That's okay. Okay, so okay, I'll go to the script. I'll go to the or 1 minute. Create user. I'll go to create user. Otherwise, body is there in the create user. Yes, Morphus leader. You see, when I click on send, what is happening? User is getting created. Okay, Morphus job leader ID 494 or something is getting created. If I give another name, XYZ name, click on send. What is happening? Okay, with XYZ name is getting created. Okay, so accordingly, it is getting created, right? So what I want to do here is I want to randomly generate the name every time. This name value I want to randomly generate. Every time I run it, some random name should come here and give into the name in the body, and from there it should come here. How we have to do it? What is the process we have to follow? What is the process I have to follow? First process I will follow here is, with the help of the script, I'll create a pre-request kind of script, okay, which will auto generate a random name, and that name I want to store into a variable. Okay, I want to store that particular thing into a variable. That variable I want to pass into the body. Understood, guys? What is the vision I have? Clear what I'm trying to do? Every time I run this test, I want to create a user with a new username. Okay, I want to create a user with new username. So every time here a new username should come. Every time I run this, a new username should come. If I run this every time, which username is coming, guys? Every time I run the test, which username with this thing is getting created? The different ID is taking, but which username with name is coming? XYZ. But when I run this, every time I run a different name, the user should be created. That's what is my requirement. How to get this done? How to get this particular thing done? For that, guys, we can go to the scripts. For this, guys, we can go with the scripts. In the script, we have to write a pre-request. I'm not even good with this, but I'll try to see if any templates are there. You see, set a variable. Got it, guys? Some snippet is there. Can you see? In the snippet, set a variable is there. I'll set a variable. Okay? pm.variables.set. You don't have to memorize all those things are coming from snippets only. Variable key, variable value. Okay? Variable key, variable value. What is the key? I want to give the key name as username. Username is a thing I want to set. What should be the value? If I give the value, hard code the value here. For example, I'll hard code my value here. Okay. If I hard code the value here, and when before running this, if I go to the environment variables, do you see any username variable here? Is any username variable created here? Can you see any username variable here? Under all the variables, do I see username? No, right? But after sending this, okay, is it not coming? pm.variables.set username. Mm, okay. Okay, so it's not getting created. How it will get created then? I thought this will create it. Clear a local variable, clear set a variable. Okay, this for set, this is a get. Okay. Here variables are not getting created, right? So where I can see this actually. Send. Just give me a second. Okay, if you use only it will be done. Maybe I have to write one more thing. Maybe this will set the variable username with the Arun value. But with this some set a variable. 1 minute. Set a global variable if I say, and if I give this global variable as username, okay, and here as Arun, then I'll remove this postman dot global variable creation dot set. Okay, now send this. Is it getting created under the global variables? Is it getting created? Tell me, guys. Yes, right. This is what is the thing you have to do. For example, so which type of variable you want to create. Based on that you have to do. Okay, snippet. I don't want to create a global variable. I want to create a collection variable. Maybe collection variable setting will be enough. Okay, set a collection variable. Under the collection it will come now this time. Okay, here I'll give that as username, and here I'll give it as static value as Arun. It's not a random name. It's a Arun, every time it's Arun. Okay, just click on send. This time what will happen? You see username is coming under collection. Okay. Okay, so once you create this, it is setting as global, guys. So go and delete it. Better not to set a global thing. Okay, then save this only. Okay, let's go here and go here. Where is that? Okay, just send this. And if I change it to Varun, what is happening? Let's click on send. Is it changing to Varun? Yes, username is changing to Varun. Okay, so this is how we can write a prescript. Okay. So this one we need to use where this Varun we have to use where in the body. In the body we have to use. How to use in the body? Here there is something known as XYZ, right? I just do something like this, okay? Here I'll write something known as user name. Okay, user name I'll write. Now what will happen with this Varun? Is user getting created or not? Let's see. Creating, guys, is it working? In place of the name, what I have given? Username I have given. So from the script, Varun is going to username and being created as a collection variable, and that is going into the body. In place of the username, Varun is being given and the request is being hit, and with the same Varun, the user is getting created. Clear? So far clear, everyone? How the prescript is working here, clear, right? Now if your requirement is to generate a random username in, so here you need to write the JavaScript code, guys. Okay, for that you need to write the JavaScript code to generate a username. For that, to generate some names, there's one topic. Just give me a second. Let me tell you what exactly the topic is. Okay, so 1 minute. Let me do, yeah, generating random names using Faker library. Okay, there is one concept known as Faker libraries that we can do here. Use pre-request script. Faker library is there. So I even don't have idea about this Faker library, but I'll generally use ChatGPT and all. Okay, don't remember the, all those stuff. Can you generate a JavaScript prescript pre-request script for Postman, which will generate generate a random name using Faker library. Okay, we can use Faker library and get this. You see, PM is the default one. Okay, Faker libraries it doesn't include by default. Okay, how to use a Faker require? You have to use something known as require, and in that you have to write the whatever you want. Okay, that you have to ask it. Okay, this is a syntax. This is a syntax, guys. Okay, so how to do this? Random name dot find name, generate a random name. What is the code they have given? This is a random name given. Copy this, come here. You don't have to do a lot of stuff here. So this random name, you pass it in place of the word, you give random name. That's enough, right? This random name you give it here. That's it. So every time it will generate a random name with the help of Faker library. If you write PM means it is Postman. Faker means Faker library. Okay, it will take it from there. Okay, from Faker library it will get it. And that Faker we are whatever the random name we got it, right? This is a JavaScript code, guys. This is a JavaScript code. Everything is JavaScript. Okay, you can either use let or const here. That's okay. If you're good with JavaScript, you will understand this. Some predefined stuff in JavaScript we are using to get this. Okay, wrap and this close. Okay, random name should go into the username this time. Let's click on send and see. There was an error in evaluating the prescript reference. Faker is not defined. It is saying okay. So let's copy this. I think we need to do few more things here. How to do this and all, I don't know, but let's try this. Okay. Okay, we have something also inbuilt thing. Postman provides dynamic variables that mimic Faker functionality without needing to import anything. You can access them using pm.variables.replace in. Yes, I have seen this. Okay, we can use from Postman itself, replace in, and in that replace in, okay, you have to give these names. If you want to get the first name, you have to give like this. If you want to get the full name, you have to give like this. Okay. For example, I want the full name, right? I want to give something like this. Okay, so let's say I remember this code, guys. So copy this code. Instead of external one, I'll give like this const. I'll give name here, const name or full name, full name. How to give this full name? Let's say pm postman dot variables dot replace in dollar random first name. Okay, just give this. Okay, so random first name will come here. Dollar random last name. I have seen full name also, guys, somewhere. Only first name, this is the thing. Or we can do one thing. Okay, we can get first name and last name separately, and then with the logic we can get it. That is also fine. Okay, we can append the full name and then get it done. Okay, then we can create const full name is equal to how to create a full name. If you know the JavaScript code, you can write like this first name. You see the anyhow when I'm typing only the, just press tab key, you see it's automatically coming. I don't have to do think much. This full name, I'll give you here. Okay, that's it. Now run this and see. You see, Pete Gislason is coming. Okay. And now the user account, okay, the user got created with the same name. Okay. Again, click on send. Next time, another random name will come. You see, every time you click on the send button, a different username is getting different full name is coming, and that is being used in the request body in place of this username, and being the user is getting created. Clear, everyone? Guys, everyone clear with this? So how to use a faker library also I covered here. Okay. Here itself in the same topic, I covered how to use a faker library. Okay. Inbuilt one I have used. How to generate the random names with the help of the JavaScript code, and with the Postman thing only we have used anyhow. Okay. So this code I'll just keep it here. Right, Control H, tab, paste it. Okay. Fine. So it will be there for reference anyhow. Then also have done the body part also, right? Body. Okay. So this body I have modified like this. Okay, done. Okay. So this part is done. How to use prerequest scripts in Postman tool is also done. Okay. Variable scope environments, test using prerequest scripts. Everything is done. Now the next one is chaining API request in Postman. API chaining. Chaining API requests. Okay. Everyone type in the chat box chaining API requests. Chaining API requests. Everyone type in the chat box chaining API requests. Chaining API request. What is API chaining API request? Chain means what? What is the use of the chain, guys? In real world, what is the use of the chain? Why do you use chains? Chain. Why do we use chains in real time? To tie, right? To tie two different things into, okay, to interlink or tie them. Okay, we use chains. Same thing here also. The naming is chaining is same, right? Here also, if you want to type two API requests, okay, a response of one API you want to use in request of another API, what you will do? Can we change the APIs? If there is a situation where response of one API, you have to take it out and then use it in another API in the request. Okay. Okay. For example, I'm creating a user. I want to take this ID out and update the user with the help of this, patch or something I can do, and then update it. Okay. Update the here name and job I need to give to update this user details. Okay, name and job. With which details I need to update here? Send. You see, name, job, user, second user having the ideas too. I'm just updating the name. And what if I update it with ABC and tester? Click on send. It will get updated, right? You see, updated it. Okay, that particular user is getting updated. 3 means send. Then if I get the user or something, whatever it may be. So one API, if it is, I can chain it with another API, I can get this done, right? If I go to create and what is their name and job are only there. This name and job using which I have created this, I want to do something. Okay, I want to get from the response, from the response. I want to take this name and job and chain it to here. I want to chain it here. Okay, how to do that? How to do that? So let's do one thing. Here some random username is coming and if I go to create user, random username I'm using, right? Job leader is there. Okay, fine. Let's go with the username. Let's go with the username and you know, we don't know which user and all. So here we are randomly creating a user. You already know that this code we already have written. It will do with a random user and where is that user here? Chaining APIs, passing data from one API result to another API request. Okay, passing data from one API request to another API request. Okay, so fine. So this is a post to this is a pre, right? This is a pre. In the post, from the post I need to take. From the post I need to take. How do I take from post? How do I take something from post snippets? Response body. This code I'll take. Response body contains string. I'll take this one. Body matches string. Okay, so I want to get it right. I want to get it actually. So not about body. Okay, so I want to get it. What snippet is coming? Okay, a lot of things are there here. Okay, JSON value check, response body, JSON value check. I'll write like this. Uh, okay, what is coming here? PM test. It's not about testing. I don't want to test it, right? Don't want to this result to come in the test results. So I can take this out. Okay, I can take this part. I can remove the test here. PM.test I'll remove and I'll just delete this and write it directly. Okay, JSON data. So entire response will come into the JSON data. Okay, pm.response.json. In this JSON response, whatever the data is there, okay, that JSON data will come here. In that JSON data, dot value to equal 100. Okay, what is this 100? Okay, uh, JSON data dot hmm, JSON dot all these values are coming. That's okay. Dot value. What is that value? Name, I'll say. Okay, dot name. Is expected is saying pm dot. I think I need to write some other code. Pm dot. Okay, pm dot set dot variable or something. Variables dot get JSON dot name. Okay, and here this name should go where? I can write const JavaScript code const user name, okay, is equal to, okay. So now what I need to do with this, I need to set a, you see, depending on my requirement, I'm creating all this stuff, okay. Set a collection variable name is chain user. Here username I'll give, okay. Here I'll give username. Let's see what will happen. Click on send. You see chain user is coming as null. It's not working. It's not working, right? Chain user is coming as null. So then this part is not working. PM dot something should be there. How to get that from the JSON data we need to find out, okay? Or directly JSON data dot name may be working fine. Let's try this out and send this. Yeah, now it is working. You see, directly JSON data dot name is working. Okay. So now chain user is something. This chain user where I want to use, this chain user where I want to use in another one. Okay. Whatever the thing chain user that is created in this post response. Okay. I'll be using that in update user. Update user where? In the update user. Okay. I'll use that variable here. Okay. That is, what is that, guys? Chain user, right? Some chain user or something. I don't remember. Let's go back here. Or parameters also it will be there now. Okay. Chain user. Okay. Chain user. I'll come here and give that as a chain user. Okay. Now send this. What is happening? It's not working fine. Huh? Double quotes are missing, I think so. Send it. Now it's working. Okay. So here, this API request is using the response of another API response. Okay. This API response is being used in the request here. Okay. The request body here, or you can, okay, whatever you can do. Fine. Clear? Clear, everyone? How to change these two APIs is clear? Yeah, it depends on the real time, Swati. You'll not be able to understand this. Okay. Even behind this, we cannot explain. Okay. So here the response of this, here what we are doing, we are creating from the response in the post response, we are creating a script. How to write the scripts, I cannot explain that. Okay, this is a very vast subject. For now, what you have to do, you have to take the help of the chat GPT or from your intuitive whatever the human thinking you have, right? Go to snippets and tweak this. Okay, even I am tweaking the same thing, right? Even don't know what I have to use here. Okay, I'm trying my level best in getting the things. Once I understood this, if you don't understand this, copy this in ChatGPT and it'll give you the code according to your requirement. Okay, this is what I want to do in the script and all you mentioned that it'll give you the script. You write it here. Then what I'm doing here, I'm creating a collection variable here. Okay, with the chain user. That chain user will have the chain user will have the value that is taken from JSON data dot name. JSON data means this is a response JSON data. In that name value it will take, that will be stored in the username that I'm creating in the chain user, and that I'm passing in the body here as a variable. Got it? Behind this I cannot explain, Swati. Okay, able to understand what I'm saying? Try it out. Try it out. Until you try, you cannot experience this. Okay, but at a high level, what I am doing here, Swati? At a high level, what I am doing here, from the response, I'm getting this value. Okay. From the response, I want this Fei Greyhold value. Okay. So for that, I have written this code. How I have written the code? Trial and error. Okay. Trial and error. I have written the code. Finally, I got the username from this JSON response. Once I got the username from the JSON response, then what I want to do, this username that I got from the JSON response, I want to create a collection variable. And in that, I want to create a variable. Set means this will create the variable with the name chain user. For that, I want to assign this username value that I have got from the JSON response. Now, once I create this username, this variable at the collection variable, what I am doing, the next API request, I am giving that collection variable here. So from the collection, it will take this value. Real time variable means, for example, uh, you have added an address. For example, you have added an address. Okay. There is an e-commerce application where every profile account can create an address. Okay. If you create an address to see whether the address has been really created or not, address has been created with some ID, let's say. That ID value you take from one API response and give it as a input in the another API, which will retrieve the list of addresses that got created with the help of that ID. Okay. Then are you able to get that or not? If you want to check. Able to understand, Ramu? Let's say you created one user, and when you created the user, some ID, with the ID, the user got created. With the help of the ID, you want to get the thing. Okay? With the help of the user, you want to get the thing. Then, in that case, able to understand? For example, here 871 list users or single user. What if I do 821 here? Will it is coming? No, it's not working here. This is a dummy one, right? I cannot go with this. Okay, generally. So, you see, when I create a user, what is happening here? Generally when I create a user, what is happening? A user with the ID is getting created, right? Now this ID you provide in one get user kind of API request and pass it so that what will happen there? We can get the information of the user that got created. Okay, different requests are there. Now clear, Ramu? What I am saying? A real world example is clear for you in real time where you will use how the APIs are related. That's what is the thing, right? Ramu, is that clear or still confusing? Concept wise, okay, right? Yeah. Usage wise, you have to try it yourself. Okay. I showed you the technical way, what you have to do. Okay. Simple. You have to use a script. Okay. Post script to get the JSON response body and how to get the value from the JSON response body. You have to write the script. Once you get that, okay, you create a collection variable using the same post response code. You create a user variable like chain user or something. You will store this and this you will use as a use in another one. Okay, where you want to use, why you have to use, you have to decide. Okay, that's what you have to understand. Yeah, you need to work on that, Ramu. I cannot give you all the examples of real time scenarios. Okay, maybe you can use ChatGPT and get it one. Okay, got it? Theoretically explain, practically explain. You connect both and try it. Okay, that's your assignment. Otherwise, fine. What about others, guys? Able to understand? Guys, others able to understand? At least able to understand, right, what is chain APIs and where we have to use and all those stuff. That is clear, na? If you are, then otherwise, I cannot give a perfect example here that you can experience only in real time. Okay, here I cannot. If there are some API related APIs are there and response data of one API, if you have to pass it to the request data of another API, then we have to go with the chain APIs. Simple, clear. How that will come in real time when you are working? Such kind of situations will come where you will use it. Okay. But I don't have a perfect example for that, but I tried my level best in explaining. Okay. Then what's the next one? The next one is console. What is the next one? The next one is console. Next one is console. So there is nothing much with console, guys. Okay. So in the console, whatever the code you are running, okay, for example, here running some code, right? An extra thing to check your output. For example, where did you have created the post script actually? Okay, where is that gone? Update user scripts. Okay, gone. Huh? Just give me a second. Create user script. Code is gone, I think so. So create user, some script I created earlier, right? Okay, fine. So let's say I want to validate the script. I want to validate the script to see what is happening. So is this the one I was using or I went anywhere? Because the script is gone. So I'm just thinking what happened. No script is there anywhere. Fine. Create user. Just click on send and see what is happening. First of all, the user details are coming. I want to get the ID here. Okay. Let's say I want to get the ID. What is ID? How to get this ID? Tell me now. Guys, how to get this ID? You see response by to JSON value check. Okay. Just click on something related. Then do you have to perform testing? No, I don't want to perform the testing. Remove this part. Take this part and you don't want the test. Okay. I don't want any test results. So directly write like this. Okay. So here pm.response means this response.json means this JSON body it will take and store into this variable. This entire JSON code will come into the this one. From that, I want to take which one? I want to take the ID. Okay. I want to take the ID. Remove all this stuff and I want to see what is happening, which ID is coming. I want to check what I have to do. So here I can write the JavaScript code. In JavaScript, we have something known as for printing purpose in JavaScript, we have to use console.log. Okay. Console.log we have to use. Okay. Like this, you have to write. So where this log data will be printed, where this log output will be printed in the console. Where is the console? Where is the output console here? Guys, where is the output console here? The output console here is not there, right? Let's click on this send and see. Am I getting an output console here? Where ID from this response should be printed? Bottom of the screen? Yes, this is the one, right? Yes, click on that. You see, is the ID got printed here? When I say console.log, is the ID got printed here in the console? Okay. Not only the ID, guys. Just clear this. Just clear this. Nothing is there. Freshly, I'll click on save and send. What is happening? Whatever the request I made, all the details will come. The request API request. Okay. Then request headers, request body. What did I pass in the request body also will come. Then request headers and all. Response body. What is that came in the response body? In that response body, this particular ID, I want to print it. Okay. If I want to ID, I want to print in a different way. For example, here double quotes I'll give plus symbol. Okay. ID of the user is. Okay. Like this I'll write. So if you don't want duplicate one, just clear this and click on send. This time you'll get ID of the user is 546 is coming. Okay. So in console, you can see the output. Okay. Clear everyone what is console? In console, you can see the output. You can also go to view when you show console also. There's another way is there where you can click on this, go to view menu and simply say show postman console. Here also you'll get the same thing. Okay. Here also you'll get the same thing. Here also you'll get here also multiple ways are there. Okay. Clear? Clear with the console? Okay. Then next one is what? Next one is data driven testing. Next one is data driven testing. Everyone type in the chat box data driven testing. I want everyone to type data driven testing in the chat box so that I can show you what is data driven testing and all. Data driven, how to perform data driven testing in Postman. Generally, guys, what is data driven testing generally? Same API, but I need to test with different sets of data. Yes or no? Same API, I need to test with multiple sets of data. Okay, for every set of the data, I should get a proper response. Correct or not? Is this called as data driven testing? Guys, can I call this as data driven testing here? What is data driven testing? Same API request is there. For the same API request that I want to test, I want to set multiple data set 1, data set 2, different data set 3. All these data sets need to work on this API and should get the results. This API should run 3 times with 3 sets of data. Okay, and should give the results according to the data. Okay, this is what is called as data driven testing. How to perform data driven testing in Postman tool? There are multiple ways, guys. One of the ways by using the CSV file. Other one is by using the JSON file. JSON. Okay. Two types of files we can use. Which files we can use? Either we can use CSV file or we can use which file? Everyone type in the chat box which type of files we can pass the data. Multiple sets of data to the same API request that I want to test for data driven testing. In which formats I need to pass the data in Postman tool? Either CSV or JSON. CSV or JSON we can pass. First I'll show you the CSV. How to create CSV? I'll just open some notepad. editor. I do have Notepad plus plus also. Okay, I'll just go with open with the Notepad plus plus here. If you have this, that's okay. Otherwise, you can open any Notepad editor. And here I'll give some data here. Which data? Okay, which data? For example, let's go with one thing. Meanwhile, Chetan has given an answer for Ramu here. Can you give a real-time example, Miss? Chetan has given one example where, uh, when you create a new user, you get a token number. Yes. Same token number useful, successful. Uh, Registration of user in second API. With that, you will get new user account number. Then, okay, the token number can be carried forward. That is also one case where, when you register or something, right, you'll get a token number. That token number can be used for login or something. Okay, maybe if any other API request needs that token number to login, we can give that. Okay, that's one thing. That's correct only. Okay. Yeah. Anyhow, let's go here and try to understand. What we can do here is, let's say, register successful or something. Let's go with multiple sets of data and see body is there. In the body, I'm passing the email and password. Okay. Or I'll go with the login successful. The login successful, this one. Okay. This one. Then any other stuff is there where create user is also there. In that create user, okay, name and job are there. I'll give different multiple sets of data here and see what will happen here. Okay. I'll just duplicate this. I'll just duplicate this so that the copy is there. I'll remove all the script. I don't need the script now. Pre and post, I don't. Only body I want. Here, how many sets of data are there? For this API, how many sets of data are there here? Only one set of data is there, right? Is it working? You see? The user is getting created with the given name and job. But I want to pass multiple sets of data to this particular thing. How to do that? Data-driven testing. How to do the data-driven testing? Here, select this and click on something known as run. Once you click on the run, which API? Create user copy I want, right? This one I want. In that, you see, functional. How many times you want to run? Only one time I want to run. Then here select file is there. Which type of files are allowed here? Tell me guys, which type of files are allowed here? Either JSON or CSV. Okay. So first I'll create a CSV file. How to create a CSV file? What type of data is required here? Name and job, right? So I'll give something the same. Okay. Name, comma, job. Like this you have to give. So under this column names, okay, in the text file, you generally write like this, in Notepad plus plus or Notepad, you just write like this. While saving as, you have to save it as a CSV file, it will create, okay? Name is Arun, job is trainer, okay? Then name is Varun, job is tester, okay? Name is Tarun, job is developer, okay? Like this, I have given some data here, okay? How many sets of data are there here? How many sets of data are there here? Total three sets of, okay, three sets of data are there. Okay. Now save as, file, save as. I'll just go here into the desktop or any place that you want to save this. Create a folder or something, files or something you mention for your reference. Go inside that and here give this as some yum data. Okay. Just give some name .csv as an extension. Okay. And here simply say all types .csv. Save this. Now go to the location where you have saved it. Go to the downloads. Go to these files and a CSV file got created. Open that file and see whether whatever the information you created, okay, is stored in a proper way or not. Name, job, Arun trainer, Varun tester, Tarun developer. Clear? Guys, did we create the CSV file here? Yes. Now you have the data in the CSV file. Go to the Postman. Go to the Postman, guys. And you know what you have to do, right? You already have done that, okay? Here, runner, you went there, okay? If you want me to go there again, what do you have to do? Here, this folder is there, na? This one or this one, just click on that. If I want to get the run option, what I have to do? I just have to either click on a folder or collection or something, and then I'll get a run option here. Just click on the run option here. In the run option, select the options, okay? I want this API to be tested for data-driven testing. Then here, I need to upload that file. Select from computer, And in this downloads file and this ms data dot something, is the data coming? Is the data coming here, guys? Guys, is this data coming? Yes or no? Multiple sets of data is coming. Simply say upload to workspace. So here, this name and job, okay, this name and job that I'm getting from external files is generally called as data variables. Guys, what are data variables? The variables from which we are getting the data while passing the data from either CSV or JSON files. In this example, what are the data variables? Tell me. What are the different data variables available here, which we are importing from the, while importing the data from the CSV file? Name and job are the data variables. Now understood the terminology, what are data variables is clear for everyone? Okay, I covered this also. Okay, this topic is also covered. Along with this is also covered now for you. Then upload to workspace. Then once this data is there here, you can also preview it if you want to have a see whether it is properly done or not. Okay. Okay. Name, Arun, Varun, Darun, job, trainer, tester, developer. Yes, everything is fine. CSV is there, everything. Okay. Then run practice 2 or something. You just see, click on that and see whether the same create user copy has been run. How many times, guys? How many times it has run? How many times it has run? Total how many times? 3 times, right? Just click on that. Morphos leader 660. Okay. What is this coming? Is it working? Is it working, guys? Is it working with the details I have given? Arun trainer, Varun tester, Tarun developer, are they coming here? Tell me. Are they coming? No, right? They are not coming. Then how to overcome this problem? They are not coming, right? They are not coming. We thought it will run 3 times with 3 types of names and jobs kind of stuff. But it's not happening. Let's go back here. And here Morphos, you give, okay? What was that? Name, right? Just give something as name here. Okay. And here, job, you give that as, what was that for job? Job only, right? Here name is there, job is there. Okay. That same thing is there. That's okay. Let's see whether this will work or not. Okay. Now save this. Now go to, again click on this, again click on run. Okay. I'm using the data variables now. Okay. I'm using the data variables. Earlier I was not using the data variables in the body. Now I'll upload this file here. Okay. Then upload. If you want, you can preview. Okay, this data variable will be used in the body. Okay, run it this time. Let's see what will happen. 201, 201, 201. Arun trainer, Varun tester. Third one was some other thing came. I just clicked on something meanwhile. Okay, okay, maybe here I need to click. Okay, third one was what? Tarun developer. Okay, working fine. Are we able to do data-driven testing with the help of CSV file? Tell me, guys, are we able to do the data-driven testing with the help of CSV file? Yes. Now, one more variety of which, instead of CSV file, you can also use what? Instead of that, you can also use JSON files. Okay. You can also create a JSON file and do that. Okay. How to create the JSON file and all? Go here to the Postman tool where that was there. I need to pass with multiple sets of data, guys. Copy this. Uh, okay. So we have to create a JSON file, guys. Okay. Instead of CSV file, we have to create a JSON file. Curly brace. How the JSON will be there? It will have starting and ending curly braces. Inside the starting and ending curly braces, again give the curly braces like this. Put a comma here. Again, starting and ending curly braces. Put a comma here. Third set of data. Another. How many sets of data are there inside this? If this JSON has multiple sets of data, how do we have to give that? How do we have to give that? So I even not good with JSON. Let's say I want to create a JSON, okay, containing data of name and job, right? Name and job, okay, with multiple sets of data per name as Arun, Varun, Tarun, and what was the other one? Job as trainer, tester, and developer. Let's see whether it will generate a JSON. It will create a JSON for me or not. Let's see. Is it creating, guys? Okay. So it understood my prompt in a different way. 3 into 3 it created. I want only 3, but it created multiple, but still it is fine. So I'll take only 3 things out of this. I'll just copy this and you know, Arun, Varun, Tarun. Okay, only 3 items I want. I don't want other things. Okay, like this I want. Okay, and press enter. This is invalid. It's saying where was the mistake? Trailing comma is there. Okay, space is there. Okay, maybe the correct one is this one. Okay, so copy this. Copy this. Okay, I want to create a JSON file. Can you create the JSON file with this? With this, I can download the JSON file from ChatGPT now. Okay. Yeah, JSON file has been created. Name underscore job underscore data file got created. Open that and just put into the drag into the files folder. Okay. Right click, open with, edit with notepad or something. You just say what is coming. Let's see. Yeah, like this, it should be there. Okay. It is an array, guys. Okay. It is an array of kind of things. So in the JSON, because it uses the indentation of the JavaScript. If you are good with JavaScript, you'll understand why this this is an array in JavaScript. Okay. JSON also is JavaScript object notation only, right? JSON full form is, that's why it came like this. Okay. Fine. Anyhow, that's good. So we were able to create one. So here name and job are anyhow there. Okay. In the same thing, name and job are anyhow there. In the JSON also same name and job are there. I just click on this and click on this run. And in the run, I'll just uncheck all the other stuff. And I'll go here and select file. And while selecting the file, I'll select the JSON file this time. You see, name Arun, Varun, Tarun came, job, trainer, tester, developer came, upload to workspace. If I want to preview, I can preview also. And once it is done, anyhow, that data variables are being used in the body of that. So it should work. Okay, Arun trainer. Second one, Varun tester. Third one, Tarun developer. Clear everyone? Everyone clear with the data driven testing with the CSV and JSON files is clear for you? Everyone clear with this? Great. So data variables is completed. Data driven testing is also completed. This are all the additional topics of Postman, guys. Okay. So a lot of people were asking me, right, also cover me the additional topics like chaining APIs, variables, validations. You are asking me, right? So I created all these topics for you. Okay. To explain you. Now the next thing here is running API collection from command line. The next one is what? Running API collection from command line. Till now, from where we are running the scripts? Till now, from where we are running the scripts, guys? From the Postman editor, right? Postman tool, right? Now I want to run from command line tool. Okay. In your machine, CMD will be there, right? Command prompt. From this command prompt, I want to run the APIs. Okay. How to run that? How can I make sure that I can run the API collection from command line? Is it directly possible? No. We have to do some configurations, installations. Okay. So how to do that? First, we have to install Node.js. Okay. In my machine, Node.js is there or not? Let's see. It's already there, guys. But for your purpose, I'll just uninstall it and install it for you again. I'll go to the control panel and uninstall the Node.js, which is already there in my machine. Okay. I'll first uninstall the Node.js from my machine. Click on S. Today, I'm planning to complete the API testing, guys, at any cost. Okay. So what are the remaining topics are there? Few topics are very simple. Don't worry about them. One or two topics will take some time. I think I need 1 more hour. Okay. I think I need 1 more hour for finishing up this because especially with Jenkins or something, I need that. Okay. So just be with me for 1 more hour, guys. So we'll be completing the API testing manual part completely with this session. Okay. We'll be done with the API testing. Okay. So this is the last session for API testing manual part. If you have this knowledge, you can work with REST assured framework and all. With this knowledge of API manual testing, you can go for REST assured and all for automation and all. Okay. That I'll go with the later, not now. Okay. I'll let you know the timings and all when that will resume. Okay. When that will happen. Okay. The next one here is, yeah. install Node.js. For that, I am uninstalling the Node.js. Did it got uninstalled? Yes, Node.js got uninstalled from my machine, and any references are there for Node.js. Let me check. See program files. Okay, then just give me a second. I just want to see whether Node.js has been properly uninstalled or not. Yes, it got properly uninstalled. So I have uninstalled the Node.js, guys. So I'm showing you, I'll be now showing you how to install Node.js now. How to install Node.js? Simple, guys. You can go to ChatGPT also these days. Download Node.js. Okay, like this. If I say to give you the URL or place from where you can download, this is one way of using ChatGPT. Or you can directly Google search also, you will get it. Okay, so this is a link. Just click on that link, guys. You will be taken here. Here, install Node.js is there. Click on install Node.js, and download is there. Windows installer or standalone or something. Some different options are coming. So click on Windows installer. You see, directly it's showing me the MSI file. It's getting downloaded here. Once got downloaded, I'll double click on this. I'll double click on this, guys. The installation will start. Click on next, accept, next, 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 install. Why I'm installing Node.js, guys? Guys, why I'm installing Node.js? Tell me. What is the reason? Here, why I want to run from command line from command line. I want to run the APIs, right? Instead of Postman, I want to run from command line the API requests. But to run the request from the command line instead of Postman tool in our machine, we have to install some software known as, what is that software I need to install? We have to install a software which is known as Node.js. But the actual software I need is not Node.js. The reason I have installed Node.js is for Newman. What is that, guys? Everyone type in the chat box Newman. With the Newman only, I can run the API collection from command line. With the help of which software? If one software is there in my machine, installed in my machine, then I can run the API collection from command line. Which software is required? Newman is required. But if you want to install Newman, which software is required? If you want to install Newman, which software is required? In this, if I want to install the Newman, I need Node.js. That is the reason Node.js is required. Understood, guys? Directly, Node.js is not required. I need Newman for running the APIs from the command line. Okay? Then only I can run the APIs. But in order to get the Newman, I need to Node.js. Newman comes as a npm package of the Node.js. Okay, Node.js has a lot of packages or a lot of softwares that we can install as part of Node.js software. That is, Newman is one of them. Many other things are there, guys. Okay, you can install a lot of stuff with the help of Node.js. Okay, Node.js will come when you install Node.js, right? Along with Node.js, you'll get npm also, Node Package Manager, using which we can install several softwares like Newman. Okay. So for installing the Newman, the easiest way to install Newman is by using Node.js. Okay, that is the reason we have installed Node.js. And since we have now installed Node.js, right, I need to check whether Node.js has been properly installed in my machine or not. Just go to the command prompt. I'll go to the command prompt, guys, and just give a command. What is that command? Node node-v is the command. Okay, what is the command I need to give? Node-v is the command I give. If I get a version, then I'm good with the Node.js. Node.js is there. I also want to check along with the Node.js, npm also will get installed when you install. You don't have to install it separately. Now, I have to give a command known as npm-v. Whether we got npm along with Node.js, I have to check. If you get these versions means Node.js along with npm got installed when I installed Node.js in my machine. Okay, simple. Now I want to install since this is confirmed, Node.js is confirmed now. Now I want to install the Newman. How to install the Newman? To install the Newman, this is a command. Node command space install command space. What is the name of the software thing package manager or package I want to install? Newman. Like that, many packages will be there in the Node.js. Okay, Node package manager will be there. Newman is one of them. Otherwise, you have a lot of other stuff. So this is a command that we generally use. Okay, node space install space something. That is Newman is in this case. Okay. So this is the process of installing the Newman. What is happening? Any mistake I have done? Node install Newman is not working, right? Module not found. Okay, saying that module is not found. Let's do one thing. Let's close this and okay, I'm getting this. Where I am struck, I'll be using this ChatGPT because I cannot remember everything. Is not working. NPM, sorry, I have to use NPM. What did I use? Did I use Node? Okay, okay. So I have to use NPM, guys, not Node. Okay, that is a mistake. This is a mistake, guys. Okay, so now I got it. I'll just open the command prompt again, and this time I'll say NPM instead of Node and say install, and package manager is Newman and press enter. Let's see what will happen. Is it getting installed? Yes, it's getting installed now. Okay. Once you get the Newman, you can run the API collection from the command prompt itself with one of the command I am going to show you. Okay. How to run that and all I am going to show you. Don't worry. Added 120 packages and it will get updated or it will get installed. Okay. Fine. So it got installed now. Once it got installed, how to use Newman for, now you have to use Newman. Okay. Newman for running the collection. Okay. So I need to export the collection, guys. I need to export the collection. How to export the collection here? Package 2. I'll just go here. I don't know whether these things will work or not, but I'll just go here and simply, there is an option like to export. Okay. Click on this collection, select three dots, go to more and simply select export. Then export JSON. Just simply say export JSON and the entire collection will be exported. I'll just export in the downloads folder in these files. In JSON, it's got exporting. In JSON format, it's getting exported, guys. Once it got exported, what I have to do? I have to go to the location where that JSON file got exported. This is the location, right? Just go here, select this, type CMD. Command prompt will launch it, the location where this collection JSON is available. Okay. Now here, Newman space run space the name of the collection I need to give. Name of the collection, I think so. Okay. So here I need to give the name of the collection name. I'll just go here and right click here. It will come. Newman is not recognized an internal or external command operable say. Okay, so what I have to do then? Should work actually. Newman, it's not working. Okay, I'll do one thing. It is not working. What I'm getting here, Newman is not recognized as not recognized. Okay, not recognized error. Not recognized error is coming. Okay, let's run this. Okay, here I have to fix it. Run in the command prompt npm-g Newman. Global. G means setting it as global, guys. Okay. Maybe it's not globally accessible, or you need to set the path in the Windows. How to set the path in Windows? Okay. This is the location where it got npm is there. Okay. So when I do like this, find global npm directory, add to the environment variables. Here, try Newman -v. It's not recognized means environment variables I need to set. How to set the environment variables for the Newman? Add a new entry with the path above. Okay, let's go from here. Fix path on Windows. Find global npm directory. npm. Let's go here and see. Yeah, node modules is coming. WinG, you will get something like, what if I run this? Not coming. Okay, you'll get something like npm or something. Node modules is coming. Okay, then copy that path. How to copy this path? Then I'm getting some path, right? Okay. Okay. So till npm only I have to take, not node module. So copy that path. I need to add this to the system path. How to add this to the system path? Here type environment variables. Okay. Edit the system environment variables. Just click on environment variables. Just go to the find the path here. Click on edit and click on new and paste it. Say okay, 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 and close and open the command prompt anywhere, wherever you want. Let's go here and open command prompt here. Just write here Newman -v. Is it coming? No, still not coming, right? Okay, it's not coming. Newman -v should come. Here it is coming or not, let's see. Newman is not recognized as internal or external command. What I have to do then? Should work, guys. Then only we can go to the next step. System path I added. Click on environment where user variable such as on path, find path and click on edit. Click on new and paste. I added this. Okay. Exit all dialogues. I exited that. Let me check it again. Whether anywhere I am missing or not. Edit system environment variables, path, edit. It's there actually. Say okay, okay, okay. Then command prompt, Newman, F1V, not recognized, still not working, still not working. Okay, Newman, let's check that. Go to this folder. Let's go to this folder location. C, users, username folder. And in that, which folder location I need to go? App data, which is hidden folder. We have to enable that if it's not visible directly. App data, then local, mostly local. No, roaming, we have to go. Roaming, in the roaming, npm. Yes, in that npm. Do we have node modules? Allure only is there. Okay. It's not there, na? Newman, does it means that Newman is not installed? Okay. npm install -g Newman. Let's run this again to see what is happening. It's not installed properly. It will get installed right now. Okay. Maybe the Newman is not installed. This is all configurations, guys, additional stuff. There's no other way for me to explain. Newman -v. I'm getting any version means yeah, now I'm getting the version. I think it should work fine now. Let's go to the downloads. Go to the files. Sorry. Just select CMD. Then have to write Newman run. And then I need to give the path of this, name of this collection, JSON collection, and run it. Okay. No such file or directory. Maybe we have to give the full name, I think so, along with JSON, I think so. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Then how to run JSON collection using Newman from command line. The next thing that I have to see. Yes, this is already done. Exported already. Then Newman along with the JSON we have to give, guys. Okay, we didn't give the JSON.json we have to give. Now let's see what will happen. No, collection could not be loaded. It is saying 2 dot. Okay, so there is one problem here. That is, whenever you are exporting the collection, make sure that the collection doesn't have any spaces in between. This has some space. Okay, that's the problem, guys. Okay, Go here and simply export, or rename it otherwise, okay? Or rename it otherwise. Before exporting only rename. Just name it as practice. Space should not be there in the collection name, okay? That is one thing you have to take care while exporting. Click on export this time. Now, yeah, Postman Tool. Click on save. Once it is there, now I'll write clear TLS Newman run. Then I have to give this new one. Without space, the collection should be there. This should be deleted. Then I have to give dot JSON. Then let's see what will happen. Yeah, now it is working, you see. It's running from the command line. All the APIs are getting run from the whether they are passing or failing doesn't matter, guys. Are they running or not? Clear, guys, how to run the APIs of collection from the command line? Is it clear? Guys, is it clear? Okay. If somewhere you are getting lost, you can watch the recording again, guys. Okay. So, but I'm just going at a high level. Okay. You try it out. Okay. You'll get it for sure. Okay. So we are able to run from the command line. Once you are good from command line, can I go with CI/CD using Jenkins? If anything can be run from the command line, can I go with CI/CD? Without the use of Postman, I can run, right? Same command I can use. Okay. So how to go with the this Jenkins and all? For that, we have to download and install Jenkins and create a job in Jenkins and give this particular command that we have used for running here. Okay, that is a renew and run. This command we have to give in that job, and everything will go forward like that. Okay, so let's see. I'll give my okay. Let's see whether Jenkins is there in my machine. I don't know. I'll just go here to my C drive users folder. Okay, in that .jenkins is there means it's already installed in my machine. Okay. So guys, tell me guys, do you want me to show you how to install Jenkins? Do you want me to show you how to install Jenkins also? That's a better, right? From scratch, shall I show you Jenkins and all? Okay, let me delete this. Otherwise, I'll delete this folder so that I can freshly install. Okay. Hope you are learning a lot of stuff today. Okay, a lot of new things, right? Yeah, you'll get habituated, guys. Maybe these things will become, kind of clumsy, but they are everywhere. Okay, these kind of things are everywhere. Okay, so whenever the requirement comes, you have to go and do that. Okay, so what I will do here is simply I'll just go here and say in Postman Tool download Jenkins. I'll say it'll give you a link, or you can do a Google search also, guys. Okay, there is a link given here. Just click on that link, open link. Once you click on that link, or you can go from the Google search also. Download Jenkins. Here you'll get left side you'll get LTS, right side you'll get the current version. Okay. So I'll go with the LTS only. In the LTS, I'll go with the var file. Okay. You have many variations are there. I have to go with the var file. Click on this. It will start downloading the LTS version of the Jenkins. Okay. Jenkins.var file will get downloaded. I'm going to explain you how to download and install Jenkins in your machine first. Let's wait. Once it got there, keep this file somewhere. Okay. Some location. And here, do one thing, open the command prompt. Okay. Open the command prompt from here. Once the command prompt is open, then you have to write a command Java hyphen. For this command to run in your computer machine, Java software should be installed. Okay. Install any version of Java in your machine, not a problem. Okay. Some Java version should be there in your machine. Is any version of the Java is there? Yes. Java JDK 21.0.6 is already there in my machine. Okay. You can download and install if in your machine Java is not there. Okay. Download Java JDK 21. Search like this. Go here. Then scroll down. And here you see, go with the Windows. Last three are Windows. In that installer, click on this link. The Java file will get downloaded like this. Okay, exe file will get downloaded. This is a process of installing the Java in your machine. Without Java, you cannot do this. Okay, you have to download and install Java in your computer machine. Then go to the location and double click on this exe file. Installation wizard will start. Okay, Java installation wizard will come. Just click on S. Installation wizard will come. Just okay, already installed, so it's just updating or something. Okay, in your case, it will install. I don't want to miss any steps, so I'm showing. Click on next, next. Normal steps case, nothing there. Okay. Okay, once it got installed, close it and go to the again edit system environment. Just type edit system. We'll get this edit system environment variables. Environment variables. Go to the Java. Just create a Java home here, giving the path of this where the Java is installed in your machine. After that, go to the path and here add the path till the bin folder. Okay, so this is like percentile Java home percentile slash bin. Okay, then Java will be there. Okay, then type Java hyphen version or something. You'll get the version name. Then Java is already there in your machine. Then what is the next thing? Once the Java is there, you write this command. Okay, go to this location where this Jenkins.war file is available. Open the command prompt directly from there and type Java hyphen jar. What is the name of the file and extension? What is the name of the file and extension? Jenkins.war. Okay, this command you have to run Java hyphen jar and Jenkins.war name and extension of the file. Run this. Now Jenkins will get installed in your computer machine with this process. Let's wait for the installation to be completed. You'll get a password here. You'll get a password here. That's okay. So by default, Jenkins will be installed in your local 8080 port number, guys. Okay, Jenkins will be installed in your 8080 port number. Okay, let's wait and see where is the port number given or something. Whether it is given or not, generally Jenkins will be there in the 8080 okay, port number. So do one thing: close all these browsers once. Close all this stuff once. Okay, close all this. Just instances of the browser you close once. Then again open that and then type localhost localhost colon 8080. This is the port number. This is the IP address of the local machine and this is a port number. And press enter. Once I press enter, what will happen? This kind of stuff will come where I have to give the password. Where is the password available? This is the location. After installing, either from command prompt also the same thing will be given. Okay, this is a password or you have to go to this location. The same location is given here. Copy this location, go to the folder. Okay, just do one thing. Select this, press enter. 1 minute. Secrets folder. In that initial admin password. Open with just open with any editor, guys. Anything is fine. Just open this just once. You'll get the password. Just copy this password. Come to the browser and paste it here. This is a process of installing Jenkins in your machine. Okay. Okay. Then install suggested plugins. The plugins will get installed. You have to wait for some time here, guys, until the plugins get installed. Okay. So once this is done, all these things are not that much, they will be done very fast, guys. Okay, we can complete these items fast. Only this will take some time. Okay, CI/CD part I'm covering here. Okay, using Jenkins, how to run the API collection. Okay, is the concept. Let's wait for the installation to be completed. Of these plugins will be by default installed. Yeah, multiple ways are there. This is the best way. Okay. Multiple ways are there, but this way I follow. You see, generally you don't have to install Jenkins. Your IT team or DevOps team will install Jenkins for you. Okay. In your company. Here I am showing you because I need to show you. Okay. Narendra, clear now? Anyway, it's fine, but you don't have to worry about that. How do you have to install Jenkins? You need to have the knowledge of Jenkins. That's fine. But for learning purpose, we are installing the Jenkins in this way like this. So this much amount of knowledge is enough. But generally in companies real time, you will not be installing Jenkins. Other people will be installing it for you. The admin team or IT team or some other team will be installing it for you. Okay. So no need to worry too much about how to install it. Okay. Okay, here I'll give some username. I'll give the username as my notary and I'll give the password as 12345 so that I can remember. Then I'll give the full name and my email address. Then save and continue. Okay, save and continue. I don't want to change it. Start using Jenkins. I'll get automatically logged in. Second time, if you close and you need to keep this thing open, guys. This command prompt open. Otherwise, Jenkins will close. Okay, stop running. So here there is an option like either new item or create job. Just click on that. And here give something API Jenkins job like that. I'll write and select freestyle project here. Click on OK. Then I'll be taken here. In that, I'll directly go here. Okay. Build steps. Execute Windows batch command I need to select. Here I need to write the command. What is the command we have written here? This is the one, right? This is the command you need to copy and paste it here. Okay, so do I need to give the location where this JSON file is available? In that case, I need to give the path of this file, right? Otherwise, how does it come to know? Custom workspace location. I think I'll give this as a location. Let's see whether it will take it from here or not. I'll give it a try. If not, we'll do some workaround. Then just apply and save. Then build now. See what will happen. Will it work or not? It's running. Just click on this and console output and see what is happening. Yeah, it's running, right? Registration and all those things are happening. You see, the results also came. The results also came. Clear, guys, how to use CI/CD? Jenkins to run if you know how to run with command line, you just need to configure Jenkins using the same command line command by setting the path and all. You need to run this. Clear? Everyone clear how to run using Jenkins? Okay. Then what is API server? Everyone type in the chat box API server. The next one is API server. Here and there, some people will use a word like API server. What is that API server? Why they are using? Okay. What is API server? You see, these are laptop, which is our client. This is a client. In our client, whether you have this client as a browser or a mobile device or whatever it may be, some interface. On this interface, when you perform some operation, when you click on a button or do some login or whatever it may be, a request will be sent to whom? A request will be sent to whom, guys? Generally, a request will be sent to the server, right? A request need to be sent to the server. A request need to be sent to the server here. Server where? What will be there in the server? Application logic. The backend application logic will be there in the server. The backend application logic will be there in the server. A request need to be sent here. So before the server, we can have one more server known as API server. Okay. There can be two servers or only one server containing both API server and application server. Both can be there. Okay. Both are servers only. Okay. API server, other one is application server. Why API server is required? You see, API server will receive the request. The duty of the API server is to collect the request and to send the response back to the client. Okay. The communication, it will act like a middleman between the application server. Okay. So API server will interact with the application server and run the appropriate server logic for this particular request to communicate that API server will be there. Separate API server will be there, which will receive the request and balance the load and whatever lot of things will be there, and it will give a response. And this server will communicate with the database that you already have the knowledge, right? So is it that separate server machines will be there? Is it that separate server machines will be there? Sometimes single server will be there. This will contain both API server and application server, or in some cases, separate things will be there. Okay. If you go with some kind of architecture like monolithic, which is an old type of architecture applications, older applications, right? Where all the code base will be in a single place. Okay. In that case, in the single server, both API plus application server will be there. But if you come with the microservices architecture. I covered this topic in one of the previous sessions, right? In the beginning sessions, microservices architecture, where in mostly in microservices architecture where big complex applications are there, API server and application server will be separate. Okay, it's not compulsory that API server and application server need to be separate. There will be single server only. Sometimes they will be separate based on the kind of architecture and requirement, because in microservices, if you have the separate API server and the code base and all, right, you can scale up the systems. Okay, that's the reason. Clear, guys? What is API server and what is the purpose of the API server is clear? Guys, the purpose of the API server will receive the request and sends the response back. Okay, it acts like a middleman between the backend. It acts like a middleman. Okay, you can call this particular thing as a backend. Okay, this part you can call it as a backend. Database and the other application server logic is called as a backend. Okay, this API server will act like a middleman. Okay, between the, so somewhere here and there you will see this terminology. Don't get confused. Okay, it extra server which acts like a middleman between the client and server. Okay, you go in depth. Clear? Clear, everyone? With what is API server is clear? Okay. Then you can also run SOAP APIs. Till now, in the Postman tool, whatever the APIs have run, what type of APIs are, into which API style they will fall into? REST, right? REST style, right? Whatever the APIs I covered as part of these examples and all will fall into the REST style. Okay? Will fall into the REST style. This API that we have to that we have worked so far will fall into the REST style. Then in one of the previous sessions, I covered that there are different styles of APIs like REST, SOAP, GraphQL, many more, right? So I'm going to show you few. Okay. So running SOAP APIs in Postman. Okay. How to run Post APIs using Postman. So here I don't have any examples with me. So I'll just go to ChatGPT and find one SOAP sample SOAP thing that I can run from the Postman tool. So here, this is the one for today. Notes, these are the notes for today, right? Postman while testing an API instead of HTTPS. And yeah, that's correct. Then here, okay. So here I'll write down, give me any sample SOAP API to test in Postman. Okay. SOAP style API I want to test in Postman. Okay, let's see. Here there is one thing. You see, it will have WSDL. That's why I have noted down here. You see, WSDL. Generally in SOAP API requests, WSDL kind of stuff will be there. Okay. So you see, this is how it will be looking like. At the end, you see WSDL is there. Okay. Web service definition. Web service definition. So I already covered about SOAP APIs and all those stuff, styles and all, right. I don't have to explain again. And this is the one. This is a base URL. Just go to the Postman tool. Click on some. Just click on place or something. Paste it here. Okay. Paste it here. WSDL is this one and base URL is this endpoint. Example. Add this base URL here. Add this base URL here. Then body, you copy this XML content into the body. Just go to the body, raw. Here, generally SOAP will have XML in the body. Request and response will come in the XML format. Whereas REST will have both XML, JSON, but popular one is JSON in the case of REST. But in SOAP, we have XML. Then click on send and see what is happening. Okay. Just click on send and see whether it is working fine or not. Wait, did we get any? It's not working fine, right? Yeah, it's not working fine. SOAP action, just click on this, open. It's not working though. We didn't get any response, proper response we didn't get. Error. Okay, let's see. Just pause this. It will give you something. Make sure the internet is working. Yes. No. Okay. Try opening this one. Let's try opening this one and see whether it is opening or not. Site can't be reached is coming. So I'll write site can't be reached. on opening. Okay, post is the one. Maybe that may be the reason. Yes, click on send. No, still not working. Currently down, temporary server issues and all. It may give you another example. Okay, alternative use as so let's copy this. Okay, copy this. This is global weather thing, and here body I'll take from here. Just want to show you one sample thing. That's nothing more than that. Remaining all things of Postman will be same. Okay, then click on this is post. Is it post or what? Post only. Yeah. Click on send. Is it working or not? Let's see. Okay, it's taking a lot of time. Again, the same thing. Okay. This is also not working. This is also not working. Not working. Okay, I need to use something, mock something, and use it in my machine. Okay. Can you give me one more to try? This is the endpoint. Let's try this one. And this is the body, raw XML. Then click on send. Yeah, the server cannot service the request because the media type is unsupported. This is coming. Okay, we have to set the content type or SOAP actions. Okay. So content type we have to set it as, just go here, go to the headers. In the headers, content type. What is this content type is there available here? Application XML is there. Okay. Text XML should be the content type. Let's modify that. Okay, 1 minute. Why I'm not able to modify or content type text slash XML. What is the other one? Char set. Char set. Okay, okay. I need to separate this with the XML. Char set is equal to UTF-8. Then let's send this and see. Is it still working? Something internal server error came. That's okay. At least something better. SOAP actions. SOAP actions. SOAP action header. With this value I need to set. What is the value I need to set? Copy this. No, I need to. Nope. This is the header or so. Okay, this is the one. 500 internal server error is coming. 500 internal server error We can also do one thing. If you're not able to get the solutions, you can do like this, okay? And take a screenshot of this. Okay, now it can find out all the details, okay? You don't have to do much. Control, Control X. Just post it. Post it in the chat GPT and press enter. You'll get the solutions. Incorrect soap action header. Okay, that's okay. Should be this exact string. Okay, that's okay. Now let me start with. Okay, then incorrect XML namespaces in body. So URL, soap action. Let's go back here. Screenshot. Okay, 200 okay came finally. Okay, it's working fine. So some mistakes were there. We rectified with the help of ChatGPT and all. So this is how we have to give the soap action, content type, and all those stuff. So clear, guys, how to test. Remaining all things are same, guys. Same tests will be there. Same things will be there. Scripts will be there. Okay, all the things are remaining things are same. Okay, in place of the rest, we have added soap API. Soap API. Clear, everyone? How to perform testing of the soap API is clear. Soap style APIs are clear. Guys, everyone clear with this? Okay, then uh, visualize JSON response. Okay, here visualize JSON response. So where I have tried this one. Okay, so otherwise I'll just put it here. Go back here. Visualize JSON response. It's a very simple one. I'll tell you what you have to do. You see, when you go to one of the things like users, get user, list users, and when you click on send button, I'm getting this response. In JSON format, I'm getting. Other ones are preview and visualize are there. Click on preview. Preview, it is coming like this. You see, preview is also coming like this. Whatever the format you want to see. JSON is kind of very lengthy, right? If you go to the preview, how it is getting previewed. Let me click it again. Preview is coming like this 2 6 12. It looks very good. I can expand this, and tabular format is coming, support is coming, all these things are coming. There's one more thing known as visualize. You see, when I click on visualize, what is happening? When I click on the visualize, when I click on the visualize, when I click on the visualize, this post bot is coming. You see, this post bot is in the bottom. You can also launch it from here. Okay, and here you can write visualize response. Okay, you can click from here, this will launch, or you can click from post bot from here. So this is what I'm saying is visualize JSON. Under that, this is not required anymore. Nowadays, it's kind of very easy. Post bot visualize as table. We can give prompts. Okay, like ChatGPT, we can give prompts, guys. Just click on visualize. This generating script with post bot is coming. Here, visualize response. One of the option you have to select what you want to do. A lot of options are there. Visualize response. In that visualize response, as a table you want, as a graph you want, as a line chart you want, as a table I want. Let's see what will happen. Working on it like a prompt. Okay, you see visualization came as a table. Can you see that, guys? List of users are coming in the form of the table. Now you want to change the color of this blue color in red color. I want red instead of blue color. Let's see. If you can give specific prompts, that's okay. Let's see whether it will change or not. You see, blue color got changed to red color. Clear, guys? How to visualize properly? Okay, what are the ways to visualize are clear for you? One of the feature you should be using. Okay, then we have something known as Postman Interceptor, guys. I'm covering a lot of additional topics, I know, but it will be useful for you, right? You'll be learning a lot, I know. The next one is Postman Interceptor. This is a Chrome extension or some browser extension, guys. Okay, Postman Interceptor is a browser extension. So along with this Postman tool, you have to go to the browser. After you have this Postman tool in your machine, go to the browser and search for Postman Interceptor. Okay, search like this. Extend browser workflows. Postman Interceptor Chrome Web Store. Click on this. You'll be taken to this. You see Postman logo is also there. Similar to Postman logo is there. Click on Add to Chrome. Add extension. Once you get this, click on this extensions and pin it so that you can access it here. Click on this capture requests, start capture. Okay, you can start it here. If you want to capture the request that you are doing in this particular machine, start capture, you say. Capturing is started. Meanwhile, here also, you see intercepted debug session is going on. Can you see that? Intercepted is capturing the request. Okay, just go to the browser here and simply capture the request. Like for example, I want to go to amazon.in. Okay, click on I want to search for a product with HP laptop. Okay, then I just want to add to cart, and then click here and stop the capture. Okay, then you see whatever I have done in the Amazon, all the requests are being captured. Can you see that? All the API requests of the Amazon are being captured. This is what is the purpose of the interceptor. Clear, guys? Okay, clear how to use the interceptor, and the interceptor will capture the traffic for you, and that will come in the Postman here. Okay, clear. So these are a lot of things are there, guys. Okay, a lot of things are there that you can explore more. Okay, I'll just remove this from my machine for now, but you can use that. Then what else are there? GraphQL API. How to try GraphQL? Can we test GraphQL API in Postman? Another API style, GraphQL in Postman. Yes, we should be able to. So how to do that is just go here, select a collection and just go here and click on new. And here a lot of options will come. In that, select GraphQL option. Select that. Once you select that, a different interface will come. Query. Because GraphQL will have in a single query, multiple requests will be sent to the server. That's how the GraphQL style is different from the normal REST or SOAP, right? So I want to get some example of the GraphQL. So for that, I'll go to ChatGPT and I want to try GraphQL. Okay. I want to try GraphQL API in Postman tool. See, set up request in Postman. Choose a sample public GraphQL API. Let's use the countries API. This is a URL. Method is post and copy this and paste in the query here. Enter the URL. This is a query will option will come. Then method post is there. Method post is not there. That's okay. Method post won't be there. Then headers, content type, application JSON. It's saying content type is there. No content type actually. Okay, headers, content type, application JSON is also only there. Then select body. You go to the body. Is there any body? Schema or something? No, right? Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll just post this. Just take a screenshot. Left side query editor. Paste this. Copy this query. Okay. Copy this query in the query. Okay. Paste this query here. Okay. Country, IN, name, capital, currency, name. Lot of things are coming. Then URL should be this one. Copy this URL. This is the same URL. Okay. Then click the blue query button. Just click on the blue query button. We should get a response. We got a response. We got a response. Okay. Expected response should be country, India, New Delhi, INR, Hindi. Okay, we got the expected response. Fine. Clear, everyone? This is how testing the GraphQL APIs will be there. Everyone clear with this? Remaining all things will be same, guys. All the options you can use in the Postman tool for testing. Okay. So mostly you'll get REST APIs, REST style APIs only in real time. Very rarely you'll get SOAP and SOAP also you'll get, but GraphQL very rarely you'll get. But still, you now know the way right you have to do this. So that's enough. Okay, with all the knowledge you got, you can do like this. Then last and final thing for today, guys, using Postman in Visual Studio Code. You see, some people will be developing some code, and they want to run the APIs from the same Visual Studio Code editor. Instead of they using this Postman tool separately, they want to use a Postman tool inside the Visual Studio Code editor. In that case, how to do it? For that, guys, it's very simple. In Visual Studio Code, we have an option. So already have Visual Studio Code VS Code. Just okay. If not, you have to install this. Just go to Google and download and install, guys. You will be able to install once installed, right? Go to extensions here. Go to extensions and search for Postman here. Search for Postman, and this kind of Postman will come. Click on install. Yes. Trust and Trust Publisher install. Installing the Postman. Once you install, you can use the Postman tool from the Visual Studio Code itself. You don't have to have separately install Postman. But anyhow, this one will have extensive features. But here some features will be limited in this Visual Studio Code editor when you are using the Postman from the Visual Studio Code editor. Some features will be limited. Okay. If you want to get everything, you have to separately install. You can sign in here. Okay, let's see whether we can sign in here or not. Let's sign in here. Open. I need to give the same, I don't know. Okay, I think I need to sign in with Google. If I remember, I have used Google to sign in the one of the previous sessions. Let me do the same thing. Once I sign in, open Visual Studio Code. That is this one, open. Yeah, now we got the Postman. You see, any requests are there. Okay, nothing is there now. Just close this. Okay, nothing is there in that thing. So workspace demo, if you go to the workspace demo, you see whatever we are doing have been imported here. Okay, they were in a different workspace, so I got it. Clear, everyone? How to run Postman from the Visual Studio Code is clear. So this is the last topic, guys. This is the last topic. So we are done with API testing. Okay, manual API testing with Postman is completed. Okay, manual API testing with Postman tool is completed. So hope you guys have understood how to perform API testing and what are the concepts of API testing, how to use Postman tool extensively to perform the API testing. A lot of knowledge I have shared from the last good number of sessions. So with this, we are done with the API testing, which is burning up topic in the market, right? Everyone need to learn Postman. I mean API. API testing is very mandatory these days. Gone are the days where only UI testing is required. Now in the interviews, they're asking you all about the API testing. No, I don't have anything, but you see, every company will follow different things. In whatever the companies I have worked, there was no document. Okay, actually, we didn't create any document. Maybe, you know, there are different ways the people will be doing. Okay, I don't think there will be some documentation. There can be there. If someone want to document, they can document, or they can use some tools like Jira or something, and they can, do like this. API test cases documentation. With whatever the knowledge we have, we can see, what will be there in the API documentation. You see test case ID, unique, API name, endpoint URL, method, headers, request body, scenario. Okay. Positive test case ID, get user details is the API name, get request body, ID is equal to input data is IP is equal to, you see, this is what, okay, whether you want to convert into Excel format or whether you want to put in Jira tool, up to you. Okay, this is what is the thing. Clear? We'll get the documentation from the developer. The same thing will convert into the test cases. Yes, normal test case template. You see, there's no particular thing. These are the fields, columns, and these are the values. Which format you want to put, up to you. Whether you want to put in a Word document or you want to put in an Excel file, it's up to you. Okay? There's no particular thing. Is it okay? Some people will host it on the GitHub pages. They will put the information. Some people will put it on the Jira tool. Okay, test management tools. Different places they will document this test cases. So these are something you need to understand. Okay. What are the different columns you can put in the test case document or related test case? These are the things you need to understand. Clear? Clear, Ramu? Uh, Convert into Excel file for download. Okay. If you write like this, it will give you one template. You can use that as a template if you want. I'll do one thing. I'll just, meanwhile, it's creating one for me. I'll upload this. Okay. Extend all, save, file, export, image, next, browse. To just save this here. Additional topics, Last session is additional topics. Click on finish. That additional topics I'll upload here in the notes. File upload, downloads, files, additional topics. Done. Okay. So meanwhile, let's go here, and you got a document also created by ChatGPT itself. These days, ChatGPT will do a lot of stuff for you guys. Okay. Don't have to do a lot of hard work. Basic things, don't worry. You see? Did you get the test cases? This is one of the format in which you can create the test cases. You have to generate the test ideas, and accordingly you can generate the test cases. Okay. Clear, everyone? Any other questions? Any other questions, anyone? Does anyone have any other questions? I'll share you this link also, ChatGPT link also, so that you can get all the information. Share. I'll just share this prompt. That all the information will be there here. Just go to this. Go to the ChatGPT links, and last one, blank document, create and share. Any questions you can ask me, guys. Okay. Additional topics. You'll get all the information here. Okay. Along with that, SKS template also is there in this ChatGPT link. Okay. What is that, Chetan? I didn't get that. Okay, try that, Chetan. I know it's kind of different for you, but you need to try. Okay. Step by step, you have to see and where exactly you are getting stopped. Okay. If you are getting blocked somewhere, you can watch the recording. You can watch the recording again, and just slow and steady. You try it in your machine. Okay. Maybe you will be doing some mistakes. Otherwise, you'll not get. Okay. Small mistakes you may be doing. Otherwise, take the help of ChatGPT. You'll get all the solutions. Okay. Any other questions? Does anyone have any other questions? Okay, okay. Type that, paste them in ChatGPT. You'll get that. Okay. Maybe some configurations or something you may be missing, but you need to follow the steps properly so that you'll get the answers. Okay. No problem. Fine. Great. Okay, then, guys, that's all for today. And that's all for this API testing manual part. We are done with API testing manual. It was a lengthy session today. It's almost 3 hours we have taken. So we are done with API testing. So any other modules that I'm going to take in the upcoming days, I'll let you know, guys. Okay, over the group. Okay, we'll discuss there. Okay, bye everyone. Take care. Yeah, welcome, guys. Bye.